Yeah, and you won't stop, and you don't stop, and you won't. I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in accent sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat, but all we wanna know is where the party at. And can I bring my gat? If not, I hope I don't get shot. Better throw my vest on my chest, cause niggas is a mess. It don't take nothing but front for me to start something. Bugging and bucking at niggas like I was duck hunting. Coming out just me and my crew, cause all we wanna do is party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party. 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 Hugs from the honeys, pounds from the roughnecks. See my man say that I knew from the projects. Said he had beef, asked me if I had my piece. Short dude, 222s in my shoes. Holla if you need me, love, I'm in the house. Roman strong, see what the honeys is about. Moet poppin', hope poppin', ain't no stoppin'. Big Papa, I'm a bad boy. Niggas wanna front, who got your back? Niggas wanna flex, who got the cat? It ain't hard to tell I'm the East Coast overdoser. Nigga, you're scared just a poster. Nigga, I toast you. Put fear in your heart. Fuck up the party before it even starts. Is he drunk? Off a Henny and skunk? Or some brand new and shit beating down punk? Bitches in the back looking righteous. In the tight dress, I think I might just hit her with a little Biggie 101. How to tote a gun and have fun with Jamaican rum conversation. Blunts in rotation, my man Big Jock got the Glock in his waist and we're smoking, drinking, got the hooker thinking. If money smell bad, then this nigga big and stinking. Is it my charm? I got the hookers eating out my palm. She grabbed my arm and said, let's leave calm. I'm hitting skins again. Rolled up another blunt, bought a Heineken. Niggas start to low down like kids out, choked out, blows was thrown, and a fucking fight broke out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm feeling it. You guys feeling it out there?
Oh yes. Can't we just all get along so I can put stickies on my chest like little Sean? Get a pissy drunk over Dom Perignon, and it's on, and I'm gone. That's that.
Man, I hope you guys brought something to drink tonight. Ooh boy. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Welcome everybody to the Wingnut Roundup for September of 2021. Wow. 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 What a crazy ass month. A good month. I'm very happy to announce I've had a fantastic month. Everything is like kind of fallen into place. It is wonderful. And it's not just that the kid is going to school and now I have a lot more extra time to be able to produce videos and hang out with some of you lovely people. It is that time again, my favorite time of the month. It's time for the Wingnut Roundup, where I will be your tour guide, your steamboat captain, floating down this river of craziness. We'll be hiking up this mountain of insane, and otherwise just having a quiet 3 hours together, intimately. Thank you very much for inviting me into your homes. It is my absolute pleasure. Before we get started, I wanted to say something just as a random thing. If I seemed a bit off last month, there's a reason for that. I had the worst screaming migraine the entire time I was doing the roundup. managed to get it done. I'm happy I did. I still had a good time. It was fun. It was great. And I wouldn't have missed it for the world because you guys mean that much to me. Doing this show means that much to me. Donos aren't bad either. Yeah. if there was obviously like a visible like something going on with Jeff, that's why. Screaming migraine. I don't get them often, but when I do, they are doozies. Also, okay, yeah, I actually took notes this time, so I'm like kind of organized. I mean, people who've known me for a long time know that that's it's not a thing with me. I started doing TikTok. Like actually trying to do like debunking stuff on TikTok because it's quick, it's fast, it's something that you can like do a really quick, simple topic. If you are a TikToker or into the TikTok, you can find me on there, Real Jeff Holiday, and yeah, I'm having some fun with it. It's pretty cool. So, got some mail. Unfortunately, there's nothing that I'm going to be reading to you guys. A couple letters, they were specifically supposed to be private, but I did get gifts. So, I wanted to share these two with you. Let's see. I just want this to be able to cut over quick. Yeah. So, for those of you guys who don't know, about every 2 weeks or so, me and my good buddy Ian, on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/RealJeffHoliday, we watch 5 episodes of Passions, the weirdest soap opera that has ever existed. And we have a really good time. We have a pretty dedicated, hardcore group of viewers that watch it with us. It's a very tight-knit crew, and you should become one of them. But Caffeine Tweaker sent me a Timmy button. And Timmy, in the show, is an animated doll played by a little person, and he's fantastic. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So thank you very much, Caffeine Tweaker. I appreciate you. You are wonderful. And then the other one... like I don't talk about my gear that much these days. It's been a while since I really had much of an upgrade aside from this huge mixer thing. But the cameras that I've been using for the past, I don't know, 4 years, maybe 5 years, are super old camcorders. And a longtime viewer and a very good buddy, he's a fantastic guy named Dania, hey, thank you. Saw that I had something on my wish list, and actually 2 things, and he sent them to me. And I want to show what he sent. It's a dog harness and a new GoPro. So now we have, it's the harness.
Hey, Dr. Daddy Jeff.
Aw.
Appreciate the early start to let us Euro folks in.
Yeah.
If you count the UK as Euro now. Enjoying a nice evening now of painting minis and piss videos.
You know me too well. Yeah, I did decide to have the roundup happen earlier because far too many people in the UK and in Europe, see how I'm navigating those treacherous waters, have not been able to watch it live. So I wanted to give you guys this opportunity. Sorry about that, Australian friends. If you're just waking up and joining me, top of the morning, that's not Australian. Yeah. Well, good morning. So now we're going to have Pennycam. It's really shaky right now because she's still growing, and I didn't quite get it tight enough on her, but this is still just the cutest thing in the world. If you look really closely, here. If you look really, really closely, oh shit, that's gonna read. Isn't it? Oh, come on, Streamlabs. Okay, I'll read that in a second. I apologize, it should have read that out. Streamlabs is being awful. Maybe it's catching up. That might be what it is. Oh, it's catching up. Yeah. One's gonna read here in a second. Yeah, I totally lost my train of thought. Shit. There we go. There we go.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
I am a longtime fan and just wanted to say thank you for all the great content.
Aw.
Also, my grandmother was just diagnosed with ALS a few days ago, so this is distracting, helping. All the love from Austria to your family.
Well, thank you so much. My thoughts are with your grandmother. That's a toughie. That's a real toughie. Well, I will do my best to distract you. I was gonna say something about this, but it doesn't matter. Oh no! If you pay really close attention, there's this weird thing that happened with my dog as she's getting older. On the back of her ears, it looks like professionally crimped, like Cyndi Lauper hair, and you might be able to see it. It's absolutely adorable. But yeah, we're gonna have plenty of penny cam here in the future. I'll just randomly like inject it into videos when things are getting a little too serious, you know. Go get your goose, Penny, get it. I love it. It's wonderful. Ugh. Who's the ugly dude? Go get your goose. All right. Anyway. That's good. So yeah, that is that. I think the only other thing that's like kind of an update that I should mention is that I still unfortunately have to keep wearing this stupid splint on my finger. My finger's still broken. But by the time the October Roundup comes about, I will finally get to take this thing off, and I am super excited. Super excited. Like, you don't even know how fucking frustrating this shit has been. Holy crap. All right, anyway, so let's catch up real quick. Sarkans, Divstel, hey yo, Dr. Daddy Jeff, glad to finally catch another Roundup in person. Well wishes to you and your family. Kiss that pup for me. Will do, thank you. Thank you again, Christian. Zom baby Zoe, yo Jeff, please say sweet dreams, Bella. Sweet dreams, Bella. M. Scott, it's my first time being able to catch a Roundup live, and I'm so excited. Thank you for your videos and the message that you spread. Well, you are very welcome, and thank you so much. It's very, very sweet of you. Thank you again, Lutine. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I mispronounced the... What the hell was it? Benedine? Shit, I don't know. In one of my recent videos, I totally mispronounced it the whole time. It's awful. And Mithun Kalan, finally catching one live from ZA. Can't wait for some piss videos. There's one. There is one. It's at the end, so you'll have to wait. Boy, I can't wait until we get to the P. Anyway, let's get a move on. Let's go crazy. It's funny that I'm chilling this now. I actually got just like the most awesome idea for merch from the Passion stream that we did yesterday. But if you'd like to get some kind of merch, I love these. These are fantastic. BrainForceSideEffects.com. That's the URL for my shop. Because, actually, funny enough, the reason why I have the URL BrainForceSideEffects.com for that was an old show that I did where I got to hang out with Salvi Eric from Internet Common Etiquette. And we were laughing about all these different URLs and whatnot, and I came up with that one, and I was like, oh, dude, no, I got to grab it. And he and I kind of raced each other to see who was going to get it first. Fastest domain register in the West, or something. All right, anyway, let's get started with some Wingnuts. So this one is really interesting. I wanted to start with this one because, as you guys who have been watching my channel, I did a video recently on Project Veritas and some of their rather wild claims. Now, we saw New York Nadia last month, and we know she's a wingnut. We know that she is anti-COVID, a vaccine, and, like, it's all about propaganda, New World Order, blah, 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 blah. But listen to what even Nadia says about this. This is great.
Like many of you, I watched the video interview between James O'Keefe and Jody O'Malley, the HHS nurse who came forward with a hidden video conversation that she had with a woman identified as Dr. Maria Gonzalez, who we were told is an ER physician for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. We were told this. We weren't given any proof. The women were discussing a patient in room 4 who had problems breathing after his first vaccination shot, and they opined that he's probably suffering from myocarditis. The women claimed that the patient's reactions were not reported. But who is this patient? How do we know this man even exists? Or that he suffered a reaction?
This is amazing. I have, like, look, I may not agree with her views, and I do think that she's a bit of a wingnut, but this is critical thinking coming from somebody who should just buy it hook, line, and sinker. This is very refreshing. This is perfect. Like, how do we actually know? They said this stuff, but where is the actual proof? It's fascinating. Like, even the wingnuts think that it's probably dog shit. Well, not all of them. I'm sure a lot of them really, truly believe it. But
and that the reaction was not reported. Viewers weren't offered any proof to verify any of Gonzalez's or O'Malley's claims. There were no documents presented, no patient, nothing. So what, if anything, was being exposed? Project Veritas' second video expose was a compilation of various hidden camera conversations between what we must assume is a Project Veritas undercover reporter and a young man identified as an FDA official named Taylor Lee. In it, Mr. Lee expresses his opinion that unvaccinated Americans should be, quote, blow darted with the vaccine.
Which at surface level sounds pretty bad, but...
and inoculated by force. He repeated this over and over while recognizing the Nazi-esque nature of what he was proposing. Clearly, this man isn't well. But who is this guy? Does he even work at the FDA? If so, is he a high-level FDA employee?
Yeah. So I haven't done a video on the second Project Veritas video because it's really a nothing burger. It's some minor level like economist dude from the FDA, and they got him really drunk, and he was blowing off some steam, and he looked a little inebriated, and he's like, "I'm just so tired of all this. I think we should just start blow darting people with the vaccine. Fuck it." But like, that's not like an official statement from the FDA. That's just like a dude blowing off steam over cocktails. He even says, like, if you're an undercover journalist, you can't publish this, you know? Like, he realizes that he's just being ridiculous. It's crazy. So am I going to make a video about that? No. Does the story of the Project Veritas and Jody thing go even deeper? Yes. Stay tuned for that. That's going to come. But for today, we're not here for that. We're not here for that. We're here for the Wingnuts. Oh, yeah. We're here for the Wingnuts. We are... We've got a newcomer, actually, and I'm super excited to share this with you guys. Super excited. This guy is known as the Wild Naked Man. The Wild Naked Man. And I absolutely love this shit. This is fucking amazing. Watch this.
My friends, so I run a online school. It's called Manhood Academy, and you know, it's really just everything that I have found has been helpful in my last 15 years of studying yoga all around the world. I've studied advanced yoga in India with Gurmukh, Kundalini yoga, as well as different forms of esoteric yoga from China.
Manhood Academy, okay.
As well as tapping into the yogas of my ancestors in Norway, the Vikings, as well as the Scots. And I actually just got back from a nice run. You can see I live in beautiful British Columbia, Canada, and I ran through that forest there. That's called Stanley Park. Towards the sun, it was beautiful. I got my Earth Runners on with my Njiji socks so I can stay grounded as I run. They deliver a negative charge into the body, negative ions, so you stay grounded, you stay earthed.
So super expensive toe socks and your flip-flops keep you grounded and send negative charged ions. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Yeah. No. By all means, let's keep going. Yeah. Manhood Academy. No, you heard that right. Mm-hmm.
I'm a very sort of airy person, so it's important for people like me to always be grounded. I think for everybody in this day and age, there's a lot of sort of crazy Shakti, feminine energy in our society, really unbalanced. And so in order to stay balanced as men, we got to root down into our, what I call our Shiva polarity. And I visualize Shakti energy like wind and Shiva.
So, okay. Men have the Shiva energy, women have the Shakti energy, and there's too much Shakti energy? What's it doing?
Energy like a pole. We got to be really firmly grounded in our Shiva pole, our Shiva polarity as men in this time, so that the chaotic Shakti energy doesn't upset our own inner Shakti. Because both men and women, whether you're male or female, you have masculine and feminine polarity within you. Sure. It's just there's a feminization of men happening through the atrazine in the food and the glyphosate, all these different poisons. Yes, I will say that.
Okay, excuse me. The atrazine in the food and the glyphosate in the food. Okay, all right. For those who are really familiar with InfoWars, I think you know what's coming next. Check this out.
The video, thanks, man. And so these poisons actually have been shown to cause increased levels, an exacerbation of transgender babies, and this is going to sound really controversial, but also homosexuality. For example, frogs who get just a tiny bit of atrazine in their system, they end up just having, butt sex 24/7.
Listen, there's too much Shakti energy. There's too much Shakti energy out there. It's because of the glyphosate and the atrazine in our water supply and in our food, and it's causing all sorts of things like an explosion of the gay. I mean, we can tell because they're putting stuff in the water that's turning the frickin' frogs gay. So, yeah, This is... Yes, he said the line. He said the line. This is as far as I've gotten so far, because as soon as I saw this, I was like, okay, this is going in. This is amazing. I don't know where it goes next. So if he says anything like super fucked up, we'll see.
There's nothing wrong with same-sex activities. I actually really highly encourage men to bond. Not necessarily have sex in the butt unless that's your thing, but I really encourage men to hug each other more, for example, because that is a way to stoke your masculine polarity.
Just bro jobs, man. Just bro jobs. Friendly bro jobs. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean you're gay.
Montauk Chia talks about that when two men are bonding together, that amplifies their Shiva pole, and that makes you more attracted to. I'll speak for myself, that when I do that regularly with men, when I hug men and get naked and do naked cold plunges with other dudes, my masculine polarity gets charged. And when I combine that with the detoxification, these are all things you'll learn in my course, the Wild Masculine Semen Retention Training. I feel so much more heterosexual. Isn't that interesting? I become far more attracted to women, and women become far more attracted to me.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. Look, you know what? There's nothing wrong with, consenting adults doing consensual shit. Totally fine. This is some interesting psychology here, though.
Jeff, I'm so sorry I'm late joining the Roundup this month. I'm currently recovering from spinal surgery. Shout out to my BF and GF for helping me.
Aww.
And the Roundup is just what I needed. Much love from my family to yours.
That is so sweet of you. Thank you so much, Charlie Harwood. Appreciate you. I wish you a speedy recovery. And hopefully it was some surgery that you definitely needed. So yeah, best wishes to you. Let's have some fun. Let's give this guy just a little bit more, because I am really fascinated with him and his enormous brain.
When I allow myself to embrace my divine masculine, and that involves not being uncomfortable naked, not being uncomfortable naked around other humans, especially around other males. For example,
Sure.
In the locker room, I used to be so insecure. Oh my gosh, is my dick big enough? This and that. Now I really don't give a fuck. And I wish that for all men, to just not give a fuck and really just love your body and love your manhood and really fall deeply in love with yourself, because the more you love yourself, the more other people love you. They always love you, but the more you can feel their love. And the more you love yourself, the more you can share that love with the world, with other people, with those people that you care about.
This sounds very nice, but this video started out talking about how you have to balance against the evil forces of atrazine and glyphosate, and then it kind of switched into like oh no, this is sounding really homophobic. I should probably explain for like the next 2 or 3 minutes of how I'm definitely most assuredly not a bigot. It's a little weird.
So I want to offer this course to you. It's going to be 60% off my Wild Masculine course.
There it is. Okay, yeah,
as a Black Friday.
Yeah. Fuck off. Oh, that was wonderful. I love it. Let's see. There we go. B Hill. Hey, Jeff. Super excited to catch a live roundup for the first time in a year. Got my partners. Got my popcorn. Let's do this. Hell yeah. Christian, since you mentioned mispronunciations, Bournemouth is Bournemouth, not Bournemouth. Bournemouth. It took like 2 hours for me to learn how to pronounce Worcester sauce. I don't understand. Listen, all my love to my British friends, okay? I love you. It's great. Your guys' names over there for shit is so fucking weird. Like, super damn weird. Super weird. And then if you like have one person who's like in the south of England and they teach you how to pronounce one name, and then you try and say it that way to somebody who's in like North England, they're like, nah, that's not exactly right. You're like, what the fuck, dude? Your country ain't that damn big. What's the rules? So I just give up. I'll just meme it. Worcestershire sauce. Bournemouth. Rocco, Delaware. Hey, Jeff, big fan of your content. Sitting here playing a 24-hour CQ duty. So being able to watch the Roundup is a great way to kill time. Best wishes and air assault. Hell yeah. Thank you, Rocco. Appreciate you. Sam says, hey, Jeff, missed last month and this one because of work. Regardless, have a great stream and enjoy the wild weirdos of the internet. We will, and we will miss you. Elfux, I've been your fan since the cringy days, and I've changed my views the same direction with you. Thanks for all the great content. Love from Finland. Yeah, there were some cringe times back then, for sure. For sure. Glad we're still got this going on. LEM, I'm just stopping by before I have to get back to my schoolwork. I love what you do and can't wait to watch the Roundup later. Well, I can't wait for you to watch it as well. Thank you again, Charlie Harwood. We'll do 2 more, and then we'll move on. Need for Speed Weed. This guy is like Alex Jones and Megamind had a love child, and he became a yoga fanatic. That's a good call. That's actually a pretty damn good call. And Terry says, hi, I've been watching 3 years, but never live. Hey, well, you're here now. We're going to have some fun. All right, what's next? Oh, yeah. I don't know how much of this So we're going to watch something from Spirit Box. The guy who did like the Spirit Box for Kurt Cobain, the Spirit Box. I think the last one we watched was Jesus. Yeah, I think so. And what's funny too is I ended up with so many good videos for this month that I didn't even get a chance to look up some of the other channelers, like the Anti-Vax Jesus Christ channeler, or the guy who channels Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson is a huge fan of his work. I didn't get a chance to even look at that guy. Like, I just found too much good stuff. But apparently, Spirit Box guy, who has to have been in like an 80s metal band or something, I swear to God, apparently believes in aliens too, and he's got a message from the Arcturians for us.
I wanted to talk to you about...
And since someone mentioned the Welsh, Clan Viapith Gwyngath Gagareth Windrabeth Lenticilia go go go.
I can't believe that actually pronounced. Is that a real word? I don't know if that's actually a real word. Holy shit. Okay, all right, anyway, let's go.
Some of the downloads that I've been getting from the Arcturians that apply to all of us ascending into 5D. They want to let us know first off just how proud they are of you for choosing to incarnate courageously here to Earth and assist with this rather momentous shift. They said by maintaining a higher perspective of truth, that it will help you to not get caught up into the mayhem of confusion and fear that you may be witnessing around you. Now, when it comes to everyday interactions with people, friends, and family, or in a public setting, you may notice feeling increasingly sensitive, like your batteries have been drained. Now, keeping yourself grounded, along with maintaining a higher perspective and the understanding that their drama is of no concern of yours, and that they are where they are supposed to be, and they are making these choices on their own. Now, we're seeing a lot of false beliefs coming to the surface at an accelerated rate, so they can be seen by those who are asleep. Now, of those that are awakening will see this time as truth being exposed. You'll need to understand and observe objectively the higher perspective of what's going on and know that there is light at the end of the tunnel.
So one of the reasons why I even wanted to watch this to begin with, it's not necessarily that funny, but I find this kind of thing so fascinating. This guy, to me, is such a classic example of somebody who is overtly, obviously full of shit and probably has a bit of a narcissistic streak, very self-absorbed. I say that as a YouTuber, so I understand exactly how kind of semi-hypocritical that can actually be. Trust me, it's not going over my head, I know. But it's wild to me because, like, the guy does this Spirit Box bullshit where he's trying to convince people that he is, in fact, talking to, like, famous dead people, which I think is scummy as fuck. But then also, now he's getting downloads from the aliens. And when people do this kind of thing, like all of this is coming from him, how he interprets these weird noises out of a box, how he interprets this, what he definitely himself did not write. It's all just them. And I kind of wonder sometimes if it comes from a sense of like, I don't feel worthy enough that people are going to listen to my message, so my message should come from aliens and dead people. I don't know. I don't know. I've been trying to think about this for like a long time. What do you guys think? And also, what are you guys drinking tonight? Curious about that. I almost don't want to share what I'm drinking tonight. Almost. Also, I don't know if this is going to sound fucking weird or anything, but I have to test this. I got this new mic stand. It does kind of sound like shit. Yeah, I don't like that. We'll try and not do that again. Holy fuck. All right, let's go to... Oh, this is good. Oh, this is... I'm going to like the next one. Zeden, it's the last day of my holiday today, so Roundup is a perfect ending before returning to work tomorrow. Nice. You're super early this month, so even I in Central Europe can watch live. Thank you. Well, that's the idea, and I'm glad you're watching. McSari says, surprisingly wholesome wingnut, this one. Oh, the, Oh, yeah, the, what was it? The Manhood Academy guy? Yeah, surprisingly, it's interesting. Kate Velasquez, I wait all month for the Roundup. Hello again from South Africa. Oh, you guys are drinking some interesting shit. Tatra tea. What's Tatra tea? Interesting. Wine. Yeah, I'm drinking wine. I don't know if I want to show you what kind of wine I'm drinking, though. It's kind of embarrassing. Eldest says, hey, Jeff and chat, currently nursing a fever from second COVID jab, now fully vaccinated. Love you all and have a great stream. Time to lurk. Awesome. Thank you. Solius. Uh-oh. Solius, I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I'm not going to be able to do it right. Shout out to Jeff for the EU-friendly stream and request to tell all my EU brethren to message in their real names for Jeffy to mispronounce. Love. Okay, so now I guess I have to try and pronounce this. It's DZ with a thing, IAUGYS. I'm so sorry. Solius Dziaugis. Probably not. Christian, thank you again. And I'm enjoying teasing you today, Jeff. Here's another one. Southwell, pronounced Soothwy. Soothwy? Soothwy. Fucking goddamn it. Located in Nottinghamshire. Okay, all right. It's just tease. It's just tease Jeff Roundup, I guess. Whatever. It's fine. I love you. It's fine. It's cool. All right. This will be fun. So this was at a school board meeting.
All right, well, I'm just thankful that y'all don't have the ability to make a mask mandate. And tonight I was going to talk about the need for a second high school, but I was sidetracked by, for the boys, pussy or the idea of pussy or the idea of pussy. A Mexican is a Mexican is a Mexican. Take her out back, we boys figured, then hand on the titties. Put it in her coin box, put it in her cornhole, grab a hold of that braid, rub that calico.
Listen, if she releases a rap album, I will fucking buy it right away. This is great. This is fire. Damn, what you got?
You can find that on page 39 of the book called Out of Darkness, which you can find at Hudson Bend Middle School and Bee Cave Middle School.
Oh, okay. So it's from a fiction novel that apparently was at a middle school, I guess. Okay.
All right, not gonna lie, I had to Google cornhole because I have the game in the back of my yard. But according to Wikipedia, cornhole is a sexualist slang vulgarism for anus. The term came into the use in the 1910s in the United States as verb form to cornhole, which came into usage in the 1930s, means to have anal sex.
Wow. Okay. Well, she learned something today. She should be grateful. Now she knows what what it means. I mean, I know. I think most people would probably know. But, I mean, there's no reason why she should act, super upset about this, right?
I do not want my children to learn about anal sex in middle school. I have never had anal sex. I don't want to have anal sex. I don't want my kids having anal sex. I want you to start focusing on education and not public health.
Stone, you're on.
Officials, you are supposed to be educating our children.
Ms.
Do
Bell,
not
thank you.
teach them
Ms.
about
Bell, thank
anal
you.
sex.
How to make everybody feel real bad for your husband in just 60 seconds. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, that's pretty genius. The one thing that I find so interesting about this is like when you find something that gets you so pissed off, so like brrr, that you have to like go fucking ballistic and scream about it. All she'd have to do is just stop for a second and think like, this is a novel. It's just a novel. It's a novel. And probably the kids that are going to be reading this thing hear way worse on fucking television all the goddamn time. She's upset because it's supposed to be like in a school. She already came out talking about mask mandates, so she's just trying to find some shade to like throw against the schools. It's ridiculous. They're not teaching your kids about anal sex. There's a book in the library where somebody can read and they talk about cornholing. Oh well. There's worse shit in the Bible. Come on, man. I bet you she lets her kids read that. Though their emissions were that of horses. It's still a banger-ass fucking line, man. Banger-ass line. Ain't nobody writes smut quite like the Bible. OPT lawyer, thank you for all the entertainment you create. Watching your videos really helps during my chemo treatments. Oh, best wishes to you, my friend. GRX, Jeff, check out Forvo and never wonder how to pronounce stuff again. Change my language learning classes forever. Forvo. I will write that down. I do take notes, actually, during the roundup when I get a chance to. Because often, like, there'll just be people randomly in the chat talking about something like, oh, that actually sounds pretty cool. I should go look that up. Yeah. There's worse shit on Discovery Channel, too? Oh, yeah, dude, of course. Of course. Oh, my God. Like, all the learning channels that ended up doing, like, a bunch of garbage reality TV show trash. Which I love. I'm not throwing any shade. I love reality television. I never watch it because I'm always too fucking busy. But god damn do I love that shit. It's trash, but I love it. I love it. I'm human. What can I say? I'm not going to be hoity-toity about that. Space Admiral Vivi. I've thought about making games for a long time, and I finally decided to give it a go. I'm starting with a point-and-click adventure and would be honored if you would play it once it's done. Love you and all you do, Daddy Jeff. I would love to. I will absolutely. These are promises I can make to you. If I can make it to your wedding and you invite me, I will show up. I can't always afford the travel costs. If you make any art and you want me to see it, I will look at it. And if you make any type of game, I will play it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Fair is fair. You guys watch my bullshit, you know? Like, I would love to experience your art. And I'd like to be there when you get hitched. Chris John says, we'll make this a last one, otherwise I'll run out of cash teasing you. Bicester. I'd say it's Bicester, but it's pronounced Bister. Why is there... Why... I don't fucking get it, dude. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. Language is weird. Oh, you Welsh. Yeah. All right. Anyway, and actually, somebody did invite me to their wedding recently in West Virginia, and I really wanted to go, but like, I don't got the money to get over there. But I hope you had an awesome wedding. I hope it was great. All right, let's go. Next up, kind of in the same vein as like some of the alien stuff we saw recently, but we also have to get a little bit. I think we only have like got a quick little clip after this. Yeah, I think we don't have hardly any like COVID vaccine stuff that we have to do this month, which is great because I'm fucking sick of that goddamn topic. However, Elizabeth April somehow managed to make talking about it into one of the weirdest things I've ever heard in my fucking life. This is genius. It's something.
what is happening right now at this time on planet Earth 2021 is we are all feeling, anyone who has ever lived in ancient Atlantis or even Lemuria before, which is a lot of our, a lot of this starseed group, we are all feeling this weird pull and this weird completion with ancient Atlantean energies. And I think we can all agree on that, especially the ones who have been there.
As someone who vacations in ancient Lemuria, and my secondary school was in Atlantis, I can completely agree. I'm sure everybody in the chat does too. I mean, it feels exactly like Atlantis right now. But when I go outside, I'm like, this is so Lemuria right now. It's amazing.
Take my money, my woo fighting funky uncle. Wish it would be possible to send some beer or something your way, but alas. I don't know of any services that would permit locally made stuff. I am off to LARP practice.
That's very, very sweet of you. Well, I promise to buy booze with the money that you sent me. Thank you so much. Have fun at LARP.
So there's a cycle that's closing at this time. What I did not know, what I did not realize until I channeled this literally half an hour ago, was that the V, let me just call it that, because I will be posting this to YouTube. The V is a technology, and at a very, very deep subconscious soul level, there are many, many starseeds who used to live in ancient Atlantis who saw the rise and the fall of Atlantis based on the abuse of technology advancements. And now here we are today, as old Atlantean souls, once again seeing technology advancements being taken advantage of for nefarious, corrupt, and agenda-oriented directions.
So let me get this straight. Also, I had to fast forward a little bit to really get to the good meat and potatoes of this video. But yes, she very much talks about how it was the abuse and corruption of different types of sciences that led to the fall of Atlantis. That's what caused it to sink beneath the waves, if you will. Now, then, because this charming lady knows that she gets in trouble for saying the word vaccine. Vaccine. I ain't afraid to say it. Fuck it, whatever. Vaccine. Because the vaccine that we are on a collision course to become the new Atlantis because of the evils of the technology and the corruption surrounding the V.
Okay. Because we saw the fall of Atlantis based on the corruption that was there, deep down we are all getting triggered to witness now the fall of humanity based on the abuse of technology. We have the virus, but we also have the V. And the V is being pushed by every single country all around the entire planet. Of course, that is cause to question. It is not necessarily the V itself that we are up in arms about. It is the mandates against the V. It is the taking away of our free will and our power.
When Elizabeth April goes Patriot movement. Yeah. Look. Obviously, a global push to try and get the entire population of our fucking planet vaccinated is because of an evil overlord kind of abuse of power and an overreach of science and a reduction of freedoms. It's not because that there's a pandemic that's fucking killing people. Nah. It's just evil. So anyway, we're the new Atlantis, I guess. Let's give her a little bit more. This is kind of fun.
Back in ancient Atlantis, all morality, all checks and balances, all accountability went out the window for the powers that be, for the powers that were on top. We trusted them back then, and they completely took advantage of that trust, and they pushed technology advancements that were not morally sound back in ancient Atlantis. For a year and a half now, I've been A, concerned, but B, very frustrated at the fact that so many starseed beings are so fearful around the V. It doesn't make sense. It's this kind of fear that is so deep that it's coming from somewhere else. Now I finally understand why so many
I couldn't figure out why people were so afraid of the vaccine. Could it maybe be a long, protracted push by disinformation agents that's kind of trying to sow seeds in fear to disrupt the normal, everyday way of life that's being taken advantage of by people that are effectively zealots who believe that this is an overreaching, evil, satanic Illuminati fucking plot to destroy our children, to turn them autistic, to implant us full of fucking microchips? No. No, it's not because people have been flooding your head full of fear. It's because it's just like Atlantis, guys. You gotta wake up. You gotta wake up and learn the lessons of the past. Atlantis, Lemuria, the world. It's all happening again. It's all happening again. Fuck my life.
Our seeds are getting wrapped into such a deep level of fear. It's because we are subconsciously linking the very last time we had technology pushed on us in an immoral way, which was ancient Atlantis. Ancient Atlantis fell.
Yo, I think there's a lot more recent examples of that, though. But hey, what do I know?
Beautiful utopian with so much potential society fell. And we all have trauma. We all have trust issues based on that time. We have soul trauma from that time. Now I understand the starseeds are up in arms. We are fearful, not because of the V itself. We are fearful because of the mandates, because of the pushing, because of the lack of morality that is going on around the V. And that's...
Listen. I love the V. That's all.
Very clear, and we can all agree on that, no matter what your choice is. This is why we as starseeds are up in arms. So then my subsequent question is, oh my goodness, we're all so fearful that this is the end of society as we know it, because that was the end of Atlantis as we know it, as we knew it. So how do we win? That's my question. How do we win? How do we get to the next level of spiritual advancement and connection? How do we get through this very immoral time?
I really want to hear what her suggestion is. How do we win? How do we win against the V?
We're living in. Back in ancient Atlantis, we didn't get through it. It collapsed. It died. It was done. And a lot of us felt the call to get out of Atlantis before it fell. And so now we have the same sort of feeling. I need to remind you that although this feels very similar to ancient Atlantis, this is not going to be the case this time. We are supposed to follow through this corruption. We are supposed to move through this disharmony. We're supposed to move through these mandates and these immoral energies. Okay, we're supposed to move through this and follow it through rather than just collapse it. This is not the end. This is...
Okay, all right. I should have seen this coming. Honestly, I feel really stupid that I didn't see this coming. Her answer to it, Jesus Christ. You have no idea how often this happens. Oh my God. This happens all the time. People who have these really, really wild, crazy beliefs and whatnot, and they start to talk about, like, there's this happening, there's this happening, there's this happening, so what should we do about it? We're not supposed to do anything about it. We're just supposed to, like, suffer through it as a lesson. It's just a lesson. Everything's going to be fine. We just have to accept that it's actually happening and it's cool. And yeah, I don't actually have to give you any answers. Fucking Christ, man. Anyway, so yeah, Elizabeth April is I mean, I'd say she drank the Kool-Aid, but like, I think she's the one stirring in the ingredients, you know? She's been at it for a while. Katie Ray Maximus, you and me, Jeff, you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Had to make you say it. Hi, Daddy Jeff. I love Bloodhound Gang. It's good shit. Super good shit. Atlantis got vaxxed? Yeah, I think Atlantis must have gotten vaxxed. That's the only way it makes sense, right? You know, oddly, this was not the most word salad that I've ever seen Elizabeth April do. Like, that was actually pretty coherent for her, I think. It wasn't bad. But, yeah, I'm glad, like, she finally made something that was Roundup worthy and not just long, protracted, boring-ass shit. I think this is the only other thing that has anything to do with COVID and masks. I think so. And this is pretty great. So a little bit of context on this. I don't remember what this dude's name is. Fuck, I should probably... Ethan Schmidt. This is a dude named Ethan Schmidt. He's apparently a pest who runs around and gets in people's faces about masks and things like that. He posted this video himself, thinking this made him look good.
Oh, you triggered? You triggered?
I'm not triggered. You're just an asshole.
No,
you
you're
can
wearing a
donate
mask.
$50 and I'll let you go.
Dude, anybody that wears a mask is a traitor to the United States.
What the fuck are you talking about,
You're
bro?
a traitor to freedom across the world.
People are not
Dude,
comfortable
kids,
talking to you if you don't have a mask on. It's
kids,
my job.
Look, kids get expelled from school if they don't wear masks.
I don't give a shit. I'm not in school.
That's tyranny, dude. They're abusing little kids. So you're enabling that, bro.
Anybody who wears a mask is a traitor to the United States. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. And this dude's trying to like morality police this kid who's just working at a dare table? I don't know. Not something I'd do, but you know, whatever.
Whatever, bro.
How does it feel? How does it feel to be a tyrant, bro?
Hey, bro, don't walk away. I need your name. You can either delete that video or you can donate $50.
This guy's triggered because I
This
feel
guy's
him.
triggered because shut the fuck up, you little bitch.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing. I'm not about to assault you and go to jail. I got shit to lose, unlike you. You're out here with no job, just walking around recording people, bitch ass.
I don't know who this kid is, but he's my favorite person of the month. I love this kid. This kid's fucking great. This is amazing.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Fuck you.
All right.
So are you gonna donate or are you gonna sign a
You're the
release?
beta wearing a mask, dude.
A beta wearing a mask?
Yeah, betas wear masks.
Bro, then why don't you put me in my place? I'm talking to you like an alpha. What
Hey,
you gonna
if
do?
this was like 200 years ago, I would love to, bro, but...
That's crazy, because it's 2021, and you totally could, but you're not.
You can't just fight people like on the street.
You're a
I wish
pussy.
We could. I wish we could, dude.
Pussy.
I really wish...
Why? Like, I swear to God, if ever you're in a confrontation and there's like this little impulse inside of you where you want to like kind of maybe make an allusion towards physical combat or violence, do yourself a favor. Don't ever fucking do it. Don't say it. Don't let it come out of your fucking lips. Just don't. It's never a good idea, and somebody's always going to call you on it, and then you look like a fucking idiot. Every single goddamn time. It's hilarious. This kid is a mad lad. Fucking A.
Pussy.
But we can't do
Pussy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep wearing that mask.
I will.
Yeah.
Stupid bitch. See ya.
Keep wearing that mask. Yeah. I'm trying not to, like, you know, kill my grandma, so yeah, I will. Thanks. Appreciate you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is fun. We're gonna have fun with this next one. Mithun Kalan. My two favorite things: Wingnuts telling others that they're in a cult, and 2, irony. Yeah. That's always a joy. Thank you very much, Alexandria Greenwell. Appreciate you. Let's see. I think this one's gonna pop up in a second. Thorn Studios. I had a crazy dream last night. Around dusk, I was suddenly on my back, and an angel, the one that's rings and a huge eye in the middle, was over me. But the crazy thing is, I wasn't scared. Weird. That's a crazy ass dream.
This man really thought he could do this kind of thing off of Twitter. My God.
Oh yeah. No, I mean like, there's tons of like Twitter accounts like such and such posting their L's and blah blah blah. But you know, it's pretty rare when somebody actually legitimately posts themselves totally getting their asshole blown the fuck out in a fight with a kid. And then they post it thinking that it's like proof of them being awesome? I don't know. It's really weird. Really weird. More penny cam? I don't know if you can handle more penny cam, can you? I don't know about that. I don't know. Where do we leave it off at? You guys want more penny cam? We can do that real quick. Fuck it, I don't care. More penny cam. So the funny thing about Penny is she's absolutely obsessed with any stuffed animals in the shape of a bird. She has like a whole fucking collection of them. It's ridiculous. And on that one, she's like chasing a goose. It's great. And like she'll pick it up, and then she'll walk over to you, and then like she's not trying to like get you to throw it or anything. She's trying to show it to you. So if you're not paying attention to her, if you're not looking at her, she goes starts shaking her butt until you look and you comment on what a good goose that is. And if you don't do that, she will just keep fucking look at it. Look at this fucking goose. Do you see this fucking goose? She's ridiculous. I love this fucking dog so much. Okay. All right. No, not that one. There we go. All right, let's have some fun. For this next one, we are going to be taking a look at Mud Fossil University. This one is a bit older, but somebody told me about it. Somebody told me about this. I had to fucking watch it for myself, and as soon as I started watching it, I laughed super hard. I'm like, I don't care how old it is. It's going in. This is Sacred Womb Caves.
Okay, my friends, Roger, Mud Fossil University. If you have young kids and you're a little sensitive to graphic reproductive system things, I would remove them. Now, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to get into some reproductive things that they had reverence for in the ancient texts. And what am I talking about? Vaginas. You know I'm big into vaginas.
He's talking about the V.
So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to get into some vaginas.
Don't get too close to the V, Mud Fossil University. That's how Atlantis fell.
Vaginas. Now, what did they think of them? And what was a vagina to them? Well, guess what it was?
What is a vagina? What even is a vagina? Oh, that didn't work. Oh, shit. Hang on. Redoing that one. What even is a vagina? Oh, damn it. Where's the fucking... Oh, there we go. What even is a vagina? I mean, I finally got it. God damn it. All right, well, at least I kind of got that joke a little bit.
Was. He says the ancient Maya thought that both leaving and entering a sweat bath had the meaning. Leaving was like rebirth, leaving the sweat bath. Entering was like being eaten. I mean, this is just too much for me, I'm going to tell you. And it says the archaeologists think the ancient Maya looked at entering a sweat.
This guy is so wholesome. I love him. I also love how, like, he's using a feather as a screen pointer. Like I'm utterly charmed by this guy. I love him.
Sweat bath is like being eaten because of some of the doors they found. These doors were built like the mouths of certain beings. They think the doors were the mouths of, that they were doors. They weren't the actual mouths. No, listen to this. There were also doors made to look like belly buttons. We're looking at creatures that belly button would be no problem to make a door out of it. Wait till you see what I'm going to show you. You're going to flip out. These also had the same meaning as the doors that look like mouths. What's not often mentioned is their locations are associated with the worship of a reptilian being. Now, as you know, I have found dragons and snake things all over the earth. And I posted up here, I was going to do a video on this. Now, this is on a Fair Use Act. And the reason I'm doing it is they're showing a sweat bath. It's a vagina. And here, let's watch what they have to say about it. Now, this is Zohar Stargate Ancient Discoveries. I'm subscribed.
The most reputable source.
47,000 subscribers. And they do some very nice work. I always give them a thumbs up because they do a good job. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at it. Okay, get ready. All right, let's look at this very carefully. See these balls right here? They come around in a circular pattern. See this?
I see the balls, Mud Fossil University. I see the balls.
And you see that right up there? This is as much as the pictures we're going to get. This is from that same thing. Now I'm going to bring it down the best we can see it. But you can see there, I believe, is the urethra. I believe this is the structure. Now, whether they put these in there or not, I don't know. Because there are anchor balls that surround different, like...
I don't know if this dude's ever seen a vagina before. I mean, like, look. Every vagina that I've looked at, there are anchor balls around the urethra. And I especially make it a point to stare directly at the urethra as much as possible. Because that's the important part. Fuck.
Sphincter muscles and things like that. It's amazing what your body's made of. And I also believe this might be...
The sphincter is amazing.
Pretty natural as well. Because in between where the legs meet here, there's a little bit of a strip of tendon that anchors into the muscle. And I believe this could very well be it. And then, of course, you have the vaginal entry. And this was used as a sweat bath. They go in there and they talked about being born and eaten and reborn and all that business. And I can see over here, this is the type of tissue material that you would have in the fleshy area heading off into the legs. Now,
the labia majora? Jesus Christ. All right.
I don't know about all this little, this looks like somebody carved it or something, but this is bloody muscle. And what happens is, you know, this could have been somebody patched this in there, whatnot, to make it a good entryway. I don't know. But I'm seeing everything. I'm seeing a urethra, I'm seeing a vagina, I'm seeing that, what I think they might call that the vestibule, I'm seeing what might be tendinous, I'm seeing what might be muscle. And this is the kind of things they did. There was the Tracian womb cave, too. Let's take a look at that. All right, this is the Tracian womb cave. I absolutely guarantee you this is real. And again, the same thing. Now, the vestibule was here. The urethra was there. Obviously, that's the vagina. The tissue is surrounding it, is that type of tissue. This little slit right here tells you this is real, because that's the slit that is the weld where the seams come together to fold after the blastula, which is the ball that forms your gut, inverts, and then it welds together. After you get waterlogged, it splits. That's what you're going to see in the womb caves. If you
look, the first one I wasn't on board with, but this is obviously a rock pussy, a russy, rockussy. Who need they rockussy? I fucking love this man. He's so charming. He's absolutely charming. I love it. Oh man, this is why we need sex ed. The dude thinks that giant statues are actually fossils and that dragons existed. I don't think it would do any good. Don't think it would do any good. Rockussy. Yeah, Rockussy. I'm into it. You sure you're allowed to show a vagina cave on screen? I like to live dangerously. Let's see. Thank you again, Strange Demon Child. Appreciate you. LC78 was having a bad anxiety day, then I found the live roundup. These always make me laugh. Thanks for the help, Mr. Jeff. You are welcome. Thank you. Precious81. Hey, Jeff. Hubby and I are catching a live stream drinking sangria. Last month had a breakthrough COVID case. Oof. So glad to be vaxxed. Thanks for the work you do and the roundup. You are very welcome. Glad you're here. And Lori Mikola, this is getting pretty steamy for YouTube, Jeff. I mean, I'm on screen, so... Oh, fuck. We like to have fun here and stare at ruckusies. Okay, so I know there's a burning question on everybody's mind. It's been burning in my mind. I've been like refreshing his page every single goddamn day, trying to see if there is a new update. We're trying to figure out, has the great black dragon risen yet? Has he risen, the lion-faced god? Has the one and only JRASX finally pooped off his mortal form and then arisen to become the one true supreme god of the multiverse? No. But he's also not making videos, except he kind of is. So he's putting out these videos, and I'm not going to play them because it's just sounds of waves, and like that's kind of a little bit down tempo. You know, I don't really feel like we need to relax during the Wingnut Roundup. We need to have just kind of an uplifting feeling. So I'm going to read some of this weird like fan fiction poetry shit that he's been posting, but I'm going to put something a little bit more appropriate on. Getting a lot of mileage out of this one. The fallen angel's story is another lie from the first being Habs. Lucifer was never a problematic being. He was the first protector. The ETs and hybrids will not come out in force until the JSX body is dead. They're waiting for RA to return to the other side, to restore order and begin the purge. Before they come out, they're aware of some of the smaller beings, spirits on the other side that could still ruin what they're about to do for us here. Boring. Once free of this body, I will take a moment to relax, put all of myself together again, observe the general condition of all creation, and begin relentlessly destroying every piece of it no longer necessary, appropriate, nor desired. As I rebuild its structure, Lily will add her creative abilities, including compassion, honor, harmony, equality, and more. Yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I fear no evil, for I am the biggest, baddest, most powerful being in all the valleys. I am coming for all of you. You no longer have a place in creation. So he's not dead, but he's not making videos anymore. I'm not really, I don't know why. I mean, like, what's the weird thing about JRASX? His channel has 8.3K subscribers, and he gets, like, almost 2,000 views. But he always has the comments turned completely off, so I have no idea, like, what his actual viewership is like. But, he overwhelmingly has positive ratings on his videos. Some people have to actually believe him. They must. They must believe him or something, or just everybody's in on the joke and they're just really enjoying, like, trying to see if this dude's going to die yet or not. I don't know. All I need, I'm trying to pay attention because I know that I probably fit into one of those categories that when the giant black dragon rises up from the ashes of the SJ body, that I'm probably one of those targets that I'm going to get incinerated in the flames or sent to hell to be tortured forever. So I'm just assuming. So I'm trying to get some forewarning. You know, just want to make sure I've got everything, like, done before. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, cool. All right. What's next? Oh, God. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just move straight into it. I'm excited for it. Let's go.
I want to speak to you about the new release of the Matrix movie series.
Oh.
Is the world we know real? What if we're all trapped in a simulated reality? How would we know if we were? Suppose we were all created by artificially intelligent machines using our minds and bodies as energy sources. How would we get out of this matrix of dystopian evil?
Something fascinating about this is I don't know exactly what the point of this video is. I watched it 3 times in a row, and I'm still just utterly fascinated with Bob Larson's choice to do this video. I don't actually really know quite what's going on here.
That was the theme of the 1999 science fiction film, The Matrix, starring Keanu Reeves. The movie featured an experimental form of filming in which the action taking place moves in slow motion while the camera appears to project at a normal speed. If you had seen the original film, as I did, you'd know what I'm talking about. Matrix 1 grossed nearly $500 million and was followed by the 2004 release The Matrix Reloaded and the later The Matrix Revolution. Comic books and video games followed. Now the world awaits the soon-to-be-released 2021 version, The Matrix Resurrection.
So I have this theory. That which Wachowski is it? Is it Lana Wachowski or Lily Wachowski that's doing the Matrix 4? I have a theory that either one of them, or maybe somebody in the marketing team was a huge Bob Larson fan just for, silly reasons and shit. And they were like, okay, we got to convince him, offer him a sponsorship deal if he just, makes a video about how it's actually evil. This is the only reason I can think of why he's doing this. Because it's really fucking weird. He takes most of the video just explaining the fucking movie. It's so weird. But then...
In the original film, the hacker hero, Neo Reeves, was offered a choice of 2 pills, a red one to tell the truth about the Matrix and a blue one to return to normal life. He swallowed the red, and reality disintegrated. He then awakened in a pod along with other humans attached to an electrical system, harvesting their bioelectric power.
Yeah, we watched the movie, buddy. We watched the movie. He's obviously reading from a script, too. So I'm thinking somebody wrote this for him. I think Bob Larson is getting a sponsorship deal to try and promote that there's a new Matrix movie coming out.
Biblical terms are crucial. A crucial part of the Matrix. The anti-hero, Morpheus, who is the Greek god of sleep and dreams, flies in a spaceship called the Nebuchadnezzar, named after the ancient evil Babylonian king. The last refuge of rebellious free humans is referred to as Zion, which in the Bible means the city of God. Morpheus convinces the rebels that Neo is the one, a savior prophesied to free humanity. True to typical Hollywood plot lines, a female named Trinity falls in love with the one, and he then controls the Matrix, defeats the villains, and declares a world where anything is possible.
So what's fascinating about this, too, is, people who have broken down the Matrix before, there is obviously, a religious component to it. I mean, Keanu Reeves is Jesus, basically. He's crazy sci-fi Jesus. And, as Bob points out, Trinity, Zion, it borrows from a bunch of shit. But there are more compelling ideas on, what the Matrix is actually about. However, I want to know, how is it evil, though, Bob? Why are you, just teasing us with, the plot of a movie probably most people have already seen?
Critics and fans have theorized that The Matrix is really based on philosophical ideas borrowed from such disparate sources as Plato, Immanuel Kant, even Descartes. I think demons would be a more credible source. Neo was supposedly virgin born. He was prophesied as a coming savior. His love...
How exactly is Neo supposed to be virgin born? I didn't pick up on any of that in the fucking Matrix. In the Matrix, if I'm not mistaken, every human being in the machine world, in the real world, is artificially inseminated in their breeding program thing, right? So how exactly, was the birthing pod, the artificial womb, divinely inseminated? The cum pump broke, but still somehow that pod womb poom I don't know. Anyway, it somehow still managed to spontaneously gestate into Thomas Anderson, aka Neo. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Interest Trinity completes the mockery. In fact, some fans have even created their own Matrix religion.
Ooh, no.
The film's depiction of a dream world
No.
that is more real than physicality is consistent with the Hindu religious concept called Maya, the illusory nature of matter. The Matrix also resembles the Buddhist idea that what we think is real is only a projection of reality known as Dharma. True reality is samsara, freedom from the moral debt of karma. In Hinduism, nothing in the material world is real. In Buddhism, reality is the endless existence of impermanence. The theology...
I mean, yeah, he's kind of hitting the nail on the head, at least in the form of, like, the movie, like, legit borrows from a bunch of different religions. Yeah, it totally does.
The Matrix is far more mystical than Christian, despite the biblical buzzwords. Here's my point. The belief system of the Matrix is warmed over paganism, borrowing Judeo-Christian words and themes to deceive the unwary. The Apostle Paul warned of such in 1 Timothy 1:4, where he said that we should not give ourselves to things that promote controversial speculation, rather than advancing God's word, which is by faith. In other words, avoid the Matrix and its demonic doctrines.
Avoid all things controversial. Enjoy your bland white bread with no seasoning on your chicken. Do not watch anything edgy. Be boring. Life is boring. The way to godliness is boring or something. That's so weird. That's so weird and gross and dry and lame, dude.
Which are described in 1 Timothy 4:1. You may say that watching this film isn't an evil act. But according to 1 Corinthians 5:6, it only takes a little leaven to affect the whole lump.
Well, 1 Corinthians verse 6 can suck my fucking nuts, dude. Fuck off. What? Jesus.
Not only does the Matrix lack biblical...
I shouldn't say Neo.
Spirituality, it deliberately promotes a demonic worldview. This film is only for the spiritually mature, who have a deep understanding of biblical demonology and also understand the deception of Eastern mystical thinking.
I love it, dude. I absolutely love it. Lexi Beersack 124, spending my 21st birthday alone. So happy the Roundup is back today. I hope you and your family are doing well. We're doing fantastic. Happy birthday. Can we get a happy birthday for Lexi in the chat, please? Case, someone needs to tell Larson that the Matrix is a trans allegory. It absolutely is. Absolutely is. Trans rights, by the way. But yeah, no, look, the whole idea of the Matrix, it depends on, like, if you're looking at just the first film or if you're looking at all the films as a whole. This first film in and of itself is an allegory of basically finding identity. There's a lot of different levels in psychology and mysticism that you can plug into it, and it's interesting. But one of the things that I think is the most fascinating part of the Matrix, and it really, really makes me laugh my ass off because of what we now have as red pill culture. Taking the red pill in the Matrix, when you have all three movies, was not actually the way to truth. We learned that when Neo goes and talks to the architect. We find out that, in fact, him taking the red pill is just another fucking system of control. It's allowing you to peek behind the curtain and see, hey, now you see the truth. Now you see the truth. Come along with me and see all of this shit. Do you see all of this crazy stuff? They're putting shit in the fucking vaccines. They're out there trying to, like, forcibly vaccinate people. They got atrazine in the water. They got the glyphosate. They're making people get forced feminized. We're doing all this shit to the kids, this, that, and the other thing, blah, 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 blah. Then you find out that's all by design. And it's still just a hollow, shallow veneer washing over and distracting you that there's more important shit going on. And that actually none of that really fucking matters. And it's not as bad as you think. That's what I think is so funny about the whole red pill culture, because they want to say it's about truth and about an awakening. But if you actually pay attention to the Matrix as it actually is written, it's just another system of bullshit. It's weird, dude. People don't think about it. They don't fucking think about it. They're just like, yeah, red pill. Now I see through the lies. See through the satanic Illuminati fucking cabal bullshit. Fuck you. Anyway. Rinim Silrux. I'm sorry, Daddy Jeff. I hope you are having an amazing month. My 21st birthday just passed. And I'm learning how to live alone with no abusers finally. Can I get a trans rights? Are human rights? Trans rights are human rights, my friend. I love you, Daddy Jeff, and I'm working on a gift. I don't know where to send it. My P.O. box is in all my main videos. But yeah, I hope you're just taking care of yourself. It's scary being out there on your own for the first time. It's very spooky for me. But having the ability to be free and to express yourself in a way that is safe and positive is invaluable. It's one of the most important things in the world. We find ourselves, and I did for a very long time as a younger man, we find ourselves often at times where we find things that are comfortable but abusive sometimes. That it's easier to stay with the devil that you know than it is to face the unknown that might potentially lead you to something greater or better. Now, I can't give you advice on which that actually is the best of. Don't know your situations, don't know how your life is. But I do know for me.
Hey, Jeff, never caught the Roundup live, but I've been binge watching them on my off days. My anti-vaxxer anti-COVID boss caught COVID and has spread it to all the staff.
Oh, shit.
They refuse to close because money is more important than their staff's health.
Oh, that's so fucked up, Cuddy. That is so fucked up. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. But yeah. I'm glad you're here for the live. It's awesome. But basically what I was going to say is that, when I finally did take the plunge and I went to go and find something for myself, my own self-discovery, my life was immensely enriched. So sometimes it takes some courage and sometimes you're not ready. That's okay too.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
Almost a year ago, my girlfriend passed away.
Oh, I think you
This
told me
year
about
has
that.
been a terrible, dark one. Your videos always cheer me up and makes it a bit easier to keep going. Thank you, Heart.
Grief is one of the hardest things that we have to learn how to deal with. And if there's one thing that I can tell you or anybody else who's lost a loved one recently, or even if it was a long time ago and it still hurts, your grief is your grief, and you will deal with it when you deal with it. Nobody should ever disrespect what the process is or how long it might take to deal with the passing of a loved one. That is 100% an absolutely valid feeling. And maybe you might never get over it. And you know what? That's okay. Because, it's going to be depending on what is going to enrich you. Are you going to be better as a person if you carry that person with you forever? I think a lot of people, it's probably not a good idea. But, I don't think anybody should judge. But my heart goes out to you, buddy. And I hope you have some fun watching some of the silliness today. We're going to watch this video, and then I'm going to have Memory come in and give me a break. I have a treat. I have a very special treat for you guys and for her to watch. But first, we're going to watch a little bit of Farsight. I love these people. They are fucking awesome. They're also batshit fucking crazy, but they're so awesome. They put so much love and so much effort into their videos that I'm a huge fucking Farsight fan. I think they're awesome. They're great. It's all about remote viewing. They're all remote viewers.
And so what we have here is the formal sort of explanation, the theory part of it, and then we're going to be talking. Now, when I come back after the pre-recorded part, we're going to be talking about this book. That's right. This is Star Wars Darth Plagueis. Now, it so turns out, I personally, just my personal opinion, I personally think that the people who write this is sort of within the context of the George Lucas canon of Star Wars, which is the official, real George Lucas view of the Star Wars concept, which is very different from the very recent Disney Star Wars movies, which sort of went in a different direction.
So another reason why I like these guys so much, if you're familiar with me across more social media outlets, I am a huge Star Wars fan. Huge. I am one of the biggest fucking Star Wars fans out there, and I think that there has only been 2.5 good movies. I fucking hate the movies. I do not like most Star Wars movies. I know, I'm sorry, I love you. It's not my thing. It's just not my thing. The world is great. It's super cool. Don't really like the movies. I just don't. Some of the shows are fucking great. I mean, Rebels is awesome. The Mandalorian was cool. But I loved the books. Loved the books. So, like, he's talking about the old expanded universe Star Wars. I'm like, yes, dude, yes. I'm definitely going to watch this video. This is cool. And here we go.
And I understand they're trying to get back to the canon. But anyway, I have a sense that many of the people that write about the official George Lucas canon type stuff, or without their really knowing it, were sort of channeling information that was sort of coming in, or remembering it from another life or whatever. But
Yeah. We're going to get there in a second. Somebody just said he looks like budget Neil Breen. Oh, fuck. Can you imagine if the Far Side people, like, made a movie with Neil Breen? That'd be so fucking cool. That'd be great.
With regard to George Lucas, his Star Wars stuff, the first 6 movies, they were so close to the galactic holocaust that took place. We actually did a project on George Lucas and Star Wars and the envisioning of Star Wars, and found that, in fact, George Lucas was remembering stuff from his own experiences way back when in the galactic war that took place.
You see, George Lucas was divinely inspired by his past lives when he was... Remember how in the beginning of Star Wars it says, far, far away, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, right? Long time ago. So it happened in the past, way in the past. And so George Lucas, when he was incarnated as a different alien being somewhere else in the goddamn universe, was witness to the galactic war between the Empire and the Rebellion. And so when he was remembering that through his accidental remote viewing, chrono-traveling... Fuck me, I'm getting so exhausted trying to explain. And that's how he wrote Star Wars. Because Star Wars happened.
And that's where the Star Wars saga came out from. He may not understand that or know that or agree with that or whatever, but that's what we found. Anyway, the Darth Plagueis book, which is a great book, and I really recommend people to buy it and read it, it explains from the Star Wars story the theory of the Sith, why they do what they do. And it's so important because what you're about to see soon is that Farsight is moving in a direction of a unification between what you might call the Jedi mentality and the Sith mentality.
What's fascinating about this too, what I really like about this, is it's so, like, you got to keep in mind the Farsight people. It's not just this one dude. Like, they have an institute. Like, it's a group of fucking people who are all claiming to be divinely inspired and to tapping into and able to, like, astrally project to go and find out stuff. And they all come together. They put a lot of effort into their videos. They put a lot of effort into, like, the products that they're trying to sell, like their documentaries, their movies, shit like that. Fucking goddamn green screen. But they're a bunch of nerds, just like me. They're a bunch of fucking nerds, just like me. And they're like, actually, you see, Farsight is going the direction of the Gray Jedi. That is fucking magnificent. I love it. Your hair totally shows, I
know. It's because my blue is fading into green, so. Yeah. But it looks funny because I only have half of it curled.
That's okay. That's okay. You look gorgeous. You know what? You're not even gonna give a shit about that anyway. As soon as you see which video I have lined up for you. She's a little small. Is that too far?
I'm not that small.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Wise ass.
Yes, I am wise. Thank you. Thank you for noticing.
There you go. Let's press that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to leave you in her capable hands, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. Mwah. Bye.
Miss Penny, the dogs are out back.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, chat. I don't know if I have these in right. You guys ready for whatever it is that Jeff has set up for me? Let's see. What is this? What is this?
quick video on pandas. Pandas are fur fags. And
Pandas aren't real. Pandas are just fur F word that I will not say. What? What?
it's not the only fur fag animal out there. Gorillas are probably the biggest. The biggest meme animal as far as these suits go, I would have to say are gorillas. But there are many animals that are just suits. And just for example, giant anteaters are not real. It's like a Cirque du Soleil type performance art.
I would argue that anteaters are not Cirque du Soleil. They're Jim Henson from like Dark Crystal era Jim Henson puppetry. Yeah, they're Jim Henson puppets.
And there are people in these suits. And pandas, gorillas. I've seen Komodo
Pandas in
dragon
suits.
suits where
I like how he says
people
suits.
they get in these animal suits and go around. Just imagine how many people out there would love to have that as a job. I think that they recruit these people too out of high school, the mascots. Just think of how mascots are such a big thing in high school. And of course, over the years, the suits have gotten better. Nowadays, they have air
Suits.
conditioning systems in their suits.
Drink every time he says suits. Starting now. I'll play along.
So it's not a big deal to just go out there and lay down. And they've taken these people in suits and stuck them in malls before. Oh, how sad, these gorillas that are stuck inside a mall in America. Makes no sense if you don't understand the truth.
Maybe that's a bad idea.
Which is, gorillas are just people in suits. So
Oh,
it
God.
literally was somebody's job to get in this suit, and they sat him down and they had a TV in there in the mall somewhere. You know, all of these sad stories. It's somebody taking the piss. And
Can't drink fast enough.
it's not sad. Okay, another thing too, these enclosures, like look at how clean they are. Where's the panda poop? Where's the panda poop? Where's all the bamboo? Aren't these creatures supposed to be eating bamboo like
Drink every time
non-stop
he says suits.
in order to sustain their mass? Where's the bamboo? Where's the poop? Okay. Let's just get this over. I have so many videos on fake animals. Go check it out. Fake animals is an amazing topic. I can't believe that there aren't tons of channels out there talking about this stuff, especially because it's the #1 best
Is this
evidence
audio
against
only?
evolution, is to realize that all of these animals that they try to tell you are like links in evolution.
Oh, no. He's
the
just,
ones that they
he's
use
just
to tell
paused
people
a
that
video
you're a
that
monkey,
he's watching.
they're humans in suits. And
Suits, drink.
the platypus, clearly they use hoaxes like that to try to push evolution. Okay, why would a person just casually walk into this place? This person knows that it's fake. I guarantee you this person knows about the hoax. Otherwise they wouldn't go in there. Thank you to a commenter who gave me this video. It's just, so the reason I'm showing this video, it's one of the best examples I've seen where it's just really clearly a person in a suit. This thing doesn't act at all how a real animal acts, a wild animal.
I'm out.
And also, you can see the head just like flopping around. It's like the actor inside.
Well, I'm drunk.
I mean, just watch.
It's
It's
gonna
so
be
ridiculous.
fun trying to curl the other half of my head.
I'm gonna take advantage of you later.
Yeah. In my suit.
So another thing, baby
In
pandas
your panda
are one
suit.
of those hoaxes.
my
They make
panda
baby pandas out of taking real animals and painting them up like a panda. Go look up like dogs painted like a panda. Okay, so this fur fag and this person, they just kind of do this for a while. So
Yeah, he said it 3 times,
the
Jeff.
one thing I noticed, this is not how a real animal would defend itself or attack. The head of the panda is constantly pointed away from the person, and it's because the actor's head in the suit is kind of like
Suit.
he's trying to headbutt this guy, but
Gotta
the
drink some of
panda head
yours.
is really heavy, oftentimes animatronic or built into these heads these days. So notice how the head just hangs down the whole time and is facing
That
away.
made my nipples hard after
If a
drinking
wild
White
animal
Claw.
is trying to attack somebody, their head is up and facing the target, and they would be using their teeth and their mouth to attack the person. But watch how the head is like dangling down at the ground, even pointing away
from the guy, which makes no sense. But also just watch how it like dangles lifeless, the head, like it's just a mask connected to the suit.
Drink.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a wild animal tuck its head back and away from something that's allegedly trying to attack? I wonder if he's trying to scratch to find the... I bet all these suits like zip together very tightly. Yeah, look at how the head is bending back and away. What?
By the way, I make Jeff do drinking games out of random shit like this all the time.
Tuck its head in the opposite
You're
direction
welcome.
of what it's supposed to be like attacking? What is even going on? Okay. I mean, that's really it. This is just a worse panda video than you typically see. It has all the same stuff going on, though.
Nope. I'm so sorry. I totally just farted.
Oh my god.
Yep. Thank you. Bye. Thanks for giving me a break.
You live in your swamp.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stay in it. So Hans Wormhat is back. He's back, everybody. He has rebranded his channel, however. Where are we at? Right about here? Right about here? Yeah, right about here. No, it's too tall. Right about there. Yeah, he rebranded his channel to RFTKOHAH. And I'm trying to remember like what it's actually supposed to stand for. I can't remember. It's like some religious thing. I don't know. I was trying to figure it out, but yeah, I have no idea. But he's got things like Bible study with Hans Wormhat. Panda's not real, actually. So, yeah, I don't know what. Oh wait, it's right there on the message on the fucking profile picture. Oh my god, that drinking every time he says suit is. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. That's what it stands for. That's what it stands for. Okay, cool. Jeff wins. Yeah, but I had to resort to chemical weapons attacks. So if you have to do that, did you really win? Did you really win? Or did you just have to like take the easy way? You know, I'm just saying. All right, I'm clearing up some shit here. Yep. God, I love Farsight so much. I love Farsight. But yeah, as soon as I saw that there was going to be a new Hans Wormhat dropping, I was like, I gotta make Memory watch it. It's perfect. It was meant for her. You definitely want to see more of the fake animal content. Me too. I hope he picks it back up. You know, it's good shit. I, a professional furry, can confirm we are paid to pretend to be animals at a zoo. Thank you very much, Sip Screams. I believe you. I wonder if Scott Henson ever had to moonlight as a zoo animal. I love Scott Henson. He's fucking amazing. Shout out to my boys over at Drunken Peasants. If anybody who's watching me doesn't watch Drunken Peasants, they're some of my favorite people in the world. You should go check them out. They're fantastic. Also, I recently was on an episode on Wizard of Cause's channel, and we had a whole lot of fun if you want to check that out, too. Lanterns glow. A lot of red pill rhetoric creates incels. It can. The main thing that you have to keep in mind when it comes to things like incel and red pill is a lot of times this sort of thing is like a self-perpetuating cycle of just kind of self-hate. And it's really unfortunate. If somebody is involuntarily celibate, I know that there's quite a few people who identify that way and they're very, very abusive, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are abusive. I mean, the ones that are abusive, fuck them. But some of these guys are just some of these guys, there's nothing fucking wrong with them at all. It's just they have societal pressures that makes them feel bad about themselves, and I have compassion for that. I wasn't always this super self-confident alpha shad male Jeff Holiday you see standing before you, exuding fake confidence to overcome his crippling lack of self-esteem. I wasn't always this way. I used to be pretty shy. So, yeah, I don't know. I think despite the fact that there are definitely some incels out there that are like super shitty, we should destigmatize the word and instead try and approach everybody with compassion and understanding until they're dicks. And then when they're dicks, just call them a fucking dick, you know? Laura Carroll. Hi, I know that the big fear is COVID right now, but my local CVS had the normal flu shot available as of last week, and I wanted to shout it out. Absolutely. The flu still exists. Does still exist. We're all wearing masks, so we're getting it a lot less, but if you are concerned about it, always consider getting a flu shot. I usually do. I didn't last year, but then I also didn't really go out that much. B. Hill, Jeff, opinions on Knights of the Old Republic. Fantastic fucking game. Fantastic game. A great example of awesome Star Wars that doesn't have anything to do with the goddamn movies. Fantastic. The best thing that came out of the Star Wars movies, Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill is like the best human being on the fucking planet. He's just a fucking gem. I love him. I love him so much. Digital Demonic Davros, did I ever tell you the story of Darth Holiday? He taught me the Wingnut pill isn't worth the jelly juice. That might be my favorite super chat of the show. That's fucking great. That's really hilarious. Lori Micola, memory is just an anteater in human clothing, Jeff. Why do you think I married her? Obviously, I love my anteater wife. Parallax Eclipse, hi Jeff, hope you're having a good day. Just turned 21, so I have some Highland Brewing Star Chaser White tonight, since I can legally drink now. Well, I am so glad you're here, spending a little bit of time with me, and having some of your drizzanks. Okay, I'm gonna save the next three for after this one. I don't know if somebody sent this to me in suggestions for Jeff or if I found this. I think somebody might have sent me this guy, but I decided on this video in specific.
Hey, Jeff. Been watching for years now.
Hey.
Sending love to you and your family.
Aww.
I went through a horrible breakup this year with someone I was with for years. Went on a journey of self-discovery, and during that realized that I am actually a trans woman laughing face.
Hey, you know what? Finding out who you are and finding exactly who you want to be and where you want to go in life is incredible. Incredible. Absolutely. And I have gone through a horrible breakup after a 5-year relationship, and then a horrible breakup after a 3-year relationship, and then I went through a actually not that bad breakup after a 3-year relationship, and then I was wildly single for about a year, and then I met my wife. So, the thing is, everything is always in motion, it's always in flux. And sometimes the worst things at the time that it can seem happen to you can actually be a massive blessing in disguise. Sometimes it's just shit. Sometimes it just sucks. But depends on how you grow from it. And it seems like you grew into an amazing moment of self-discovery, and good for you. It's fantastic. Good to hear. All right, so this guy is named Remedy H, and thank you very much. And this video is entitled Giants, Crystal Towers, the Ice Age happened during war. I find this guy so charming. I would totally hang out with this dude. Like, legit. I find him so chill and fun. Like, I love it.
Just quickly want to talk about the
One thing, though, my dude, as much as I love you, filming in your car it's hard on my ears. I hope it's not too hard on your guys' ears. Let me know.
The Ice Age. All right, Ice Age started about 6,000 years ago.
No.
All right, and this is when these, we call them orcs, were created.
Orcs? So 5,000 to 6,000 years ago, the Ice Age happened, and that's when the orcs were created. All right.
And you have to remember, it was our brother Zeus who's playing around, and he created something that he wanted to worship him. Zeus during the time was a giant himself. All right. You go to the Temple of Zeus in Ethiopia, if you can look up the Temple of Zeus, you're going to see a giant temple with a giant seat in it, and as you look inside it, you're going to see all these different plasma, these veins that collected plasma from the cosmos, and this is what Zeus did. Zeus sat down in his seat and pulled in plasma energy into his body.
So a long time ago during the Ice Age, the giant Zeus would sit in the temple of Zeus in Ethiopia, where there are big bulging veins that pump plasma into his body, that siphons energy plasma from the cosmos, big bulging, throbbing, veiny plasma into his body. Okay, all right.
So,
yep.
At the time, Zeus was a giant, and he created these beings who, some of them escaped and recreated themselves. We had already been here. We've been here forever, okay? You know, you had man and giant always here, all right? And when he created these beings, you know, it was more so he was fighting against his own, because he tried to create them here on the planet. He tried to create them on Venus, and he tried to create them on Mars, and we didn't let him do it.
So my pause game is not very flattering for you, my friend. So Zeus attempted to create the orcs on Earth, Venus, and Mars, but we wouldn't let them. Okay, let's go.
At all. It's like, no, you're not doing this. All right? So he went to a totally different universe, did what he did. They got on a ship. He sent them here to fight against us because, you know, Zeus was upset with us, you know.
So we wouldn't let him create the orcs here on Earth or Mars or Venus, which we definitely were at 6,000 years ago during the Ice Age. So he went to another universe and he made the orcs, and then he put them on a ship and he sent them here to war with us, so that because he was mad because we were like, Zeus, don't make orcs in our living room, okay? I let it go that you never charge the Xbox controller. Sometimes you leave your wet towels on the floor in the bathroom. Kind of annoying, but okay. You know, I expect that in this kind of weird symbiotic roommate situation, you being a giant, you might overlook some things. It's okay. But orcs, we got to draw the line at orcs. No orcs on Earth, no orcs on Mars, no orcs on fucking Venus. And he's like, well, then fuck you. I'm going to go to another goddamn universe. I'm going to make the fucking orcs. I'm going to put them on a boat. I'm going to fucking ship them over here and fuck you up. Actually, kind of sounds like the god Zeus. He was kind of a prick, wasn't he?
That was a vendetta. You know, how you going to just kick me off the planet? How you going to just get rid of me? I'm your brother. I'm your own. You know, I'm your blood, your flesh and blood. And that's just how it was. So these beings, you know, these tall white giants came to fight against us. And that was a battle that went here on the planet. I mean, it was a battle that took place. It was a fierce battle, powerful battle.
Sure,
right?
yeah, I would imagine.
And the giants during that time had powers just like we had powers, all right? And they had abilities just like we have abilities now.
Cool.
All right?
Cool.
And they, that was a battle that ensued. Now, during this time, our planet, we had this colossal crystal tower, all right? This thing literally reached the cosmos. It was a huge tower that reached the cosmos. And this tower was, I mean, it emanated energy all throughout the cosmos, so that the giant beings, those who were giants, would feed from this energy. And it was, you know, just like our other towers that we built, you know, that was destroyed 500 years ago. They were much shorter than the towers that we that was once there. There were several crystal towers.
Okay,
And
okay. I'm into it. I'm listening.
of course,
I'm into
you know,
this.
These
Look, I understand that this is a thing. This is definitely a thing. But I love this kind of a thing, and I just want to listen to it for a second. Hang on. Let's keep going.
invading giants who came to battle against us didn't understand that if you destroy one thing, you destroy yourself also. And they, in the midst of the battle, I mean, that was, and like we said, it was a fierce battle. There was bloodshed, you know, and when it was, goodness gracious, I'm trying to get through this right here and drive at the same time. It was mentioned on Mud Fossil University, and they, he's a white guy, he's a white scientist, and he said, you know, he gave the information. He says, you know, see all this rock? These were giants. These were giant beings,
right?
And they once lived, in this red that you see is blood. And he showed the blood. He showed what the arteries looked like. He showed so many different things, you know, and he's like, these beings, they died. Something happened.
Yeah.
You know, and
it was war with the orcs. That's what it was. We've cracked the code. I love this dude. So when I say that, like, I like this guy and I would totally get beers with this dude, I mean it legitimately. Like, a lot of times some people get the mistaken idea that the Wingnut Roundup is like about bullying people. Only if people are assholes, like COVID denialists, or people like trying to like manipulate other people and shit like that. Like, yeah, no, fuck you, I'll piss all over you. But the Wingnut Roundup is about appreciating these very strange and fringe kind of weird beliefs. This is we're curating a gallery of the wild and the unique, you know. That's what it's about. It's also sometimes for me to just rant because it's my fucking channel. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. But I like, if this dude was ever in the same town as me, I would fucking take him out and I would pay for all of his fucking drinks. I'd just fucking listen to him because this is awesome. It's batshit crazy, but it's awesome. Also, I really hope that he does less car videos. I don't know if he ever sees this or whatever. I hope he does less car videos because it kind of caused him to do this a little bit.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Yeah, man, me too. I fucking love it, dude. I love it. It's so good. R.A. Salvatore Orcs. Dude, R.A. Salvatore wrote some fucking hella banger books. I'm a nerd, guys. I'm a nerd. I don't hide it. I am a giant fucking nerd, and I love nerd shit, and I'm all about it, dude. I'm all about it. That kid is a treasure, yeah. No, I agree. Yak no Menno. Digital Demonic Davros. Winning is winning. If you ain't first, you last. Addy Monster. I love you, Addy Monster. Addy Monster says, finally got some time to relax. Got some Sobieski and sun-kissed. Getting nice on a Sunday evening. How's you? I feel fucking fantastic. Fantastic. Last month, had a massive screaming fucking migraine. Could barely stand up. Managed to do the roundup. Today, I feel like a fucking Greek god. I feel fucking amazing. I'm super jazzed. I'm super energized. And it's because of you. Gassing me up. And after the roundup, I get to catch up on season 3 of Doom Patrol, which that show, Doom Patrol, is fucking amazing. It's incredible. Danny the Street. We stand Danny the Street and Flex Mentallo. Chevry Ellis. I want to thank you. I'm at work and watching you, and you are making my workday so much better. Thank you. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Speed Tingle, thank you again. Cadillacs, thank you. Very, very nice. Appreciate you. Jaden Sheldon, if you want Star Wars that isn't related to the movies, I recommend the new High Republic books. They're still coming out, and they're great. Oh, cool. if I ever have a chance to fucking read. I'm always so busy. Like, originally, like, over the summer, I was really busy because I was doing house husband stuff, taking care of the kid because the kid wasn't in school, and then trying to make videos. And now that the kid is off at school, I'm still being like a house husband, and I'm making a ton of videos. I'm not giving my space to read, and I should probably do that. If any of you ever feel compelled out there randomly on social media to just message me out of the blue and be like, Jeff, go read a fucking book, I would appreciate it. I will receive that well. I totally will. 100%. Because I'm so Mr. fucking Magoo, I will forget to do all sorts of shit. So if you're ever like, bro, go read something, I probably will. And it will be amazing. I'm kind of putting all of the responsibility on all of you now. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Case says, the urukai came about during the Industrial Revolution, obviously. Posadas John, this is the weirdest Warhammer fanfic. Yeah, it super is. I love it. Random guy 2324. Well, this should alleviate the heartache of no passions for 4 weeks a bit. I hope Annie and Sherry don't have too much trouble moving. So, for those who don't know, I mean, most people watching this do not watch our passion stream where we watch the soap opera. But if you are inspired and if you're following me on Twitch, I am going to be doing my own passion streams where I'm going to go back and watch the original episodes. And I might actually do it with patrons and Twitch subscribers to help me MST3K audience commentary thing over top of it. We'll have a lot of fun. It'd be cool. You should just be following me on Twitch anyway. Whatever. Let's see. We'll catch up with the rest of them next, but I want to go to... Oh, yeah. So I actually have 2 videos from the Wild Naked Man this month. So this is the second. It's really quick. I don't really know what's going on screen.
So many guys are into NoFap these days, and it's unfortunate because NoFap is a good start, but it plays into the whole dominator system of like the idea that the genitals are shameful and that you shouldn't touch them because it wastes your energy and it's like polluting yourself. Like even the word masturbation is a Victorian term that comes from the understanding that it's self-pollution if you touch your penis. But that's actually a faulty understanding.
Is that actually true? Is that what the etymology of masturbation is? I don't think so. Can somebody look that up for me, please?
Because the truth is, as long as you're not ejaculating every single time you touch your penis or your balls or your anus or your prostate, you're actually masculinizing your system, because you can learn how to build that energy in your penis and your balls and your prostate and literally bring it to the rest of your system. So
don't nut every time you touch your dangly bits. Instead, just don't do that, and it'll be a good thing that you don't do that, and it'll bring the cum to your organs? What the fuck are you talking about?
Sperm counts, testosterone levels, sperm motility, the quality of the sperm, and the levels of the testosterone in the male body are at an all-time low because of all the...
Memory. God damn it. Memory steps into the studio just enough for me to pause and look up at her, and she goes, "Hey, bro, sick dick." There are like 3 people on the planet who know what I'm fucking talking about, and when they see that on this video, they're going to laugh their asses off. For the rest of you just have to use your imagination.
The chemicals that they place in the food, the water and the air, and the pharmaceuticals. So it's really important to do things that take away the pinched off version of ourselves and reappropriate ourselves as the true, studs, beasts. What's the word that Daniel Vitalis used the other day? Minotaurs that we are designed to be.
For anybody who actually understands the fucking mythology of the Minotaur, that's not a good thing to be. That's not a good thing to be, buddy. You don't want to be a Minotaur. Minotaur is... No. Sorry. The cult of masturbation.
elevating our potency, first starting the penis and testicles and then radiating that potency to the rest of our system. Because most men have a very small balloon, just the penis and testes, where they can store energy. And then once it gets too intense, they're like, well, I gotta touch myself and watch porn and squirt it out into a Kleenex, just waste it.
Oh, man. I'm going to be dead ass honest with you guys. I stand the Coomer Kings. Fucking blow your load as much as you want to in a safe and sanitary way. Who gives a fuck? It's your dick. Who cares? Why? I don't understand this kind of shit. I fully believe that like the semen retention people are on this like huffing your own fart kind of thing of like, well, if I just don't necessarily have an orgasm every time I touch my pee-pee, it means cool things. And no. How? Why? Where? When? Who? Whomst upgrades into the next level by just not ejaculating. I don't understand this shit.
Whereas in sexual kung fu, you're training yourself to have big balloon. Your whole body, all the cells, and even your auric field are a place where you can bring that energy and store that energy.
Sexual kung fu.
So it's developing your self-sensory system. And Kundalini yogis say that our self-sensory system will be our guiding light and our archangel as we transition into this new age. So if you want to learn...
Okay, hang on. I've got to question this a little bit. All right. So the understanding behind like the no-fap semen retention kind of thing is like this idea of like storing up energy, which really all you're doing is just backing up your pipes, and you're one of the best things you can do to fight against prostate cancer: jack off every day. I'm gonna live forever because let me tell you. So no, but look, the whole idea is that like if you're storing up a bunch of your like your really crazy sexual potent, even spiritualized energy, for what? For what? What are you gonna do? Cast a spell? They don't say that. Oh, you just need to store it up to make sure you have like maintain your power levels. For what? To do what? What? What are you gonna accomplish? What, like when you finally get a nut, you ejaculate like a fucking cannon? Why? You still can. Hydrate. That's the beauty of the human body, of the male reproductive organs. Hydrate, and if you are a thoughtful lover, take some citrus because it will make it taste better, apparently. And hydrate, and you won't have any problems. You won't have any fucking problems. The truth of the matter is that if you do not spank your junk until you jizz into a tissue or something like that, as you build up, it still eventually gets reabsorbed by the body. You're not welling up of energy. You're not storing up a reservoir of potent male energy and jism in the balls. It gets reabsorbed into the body. There's no fucking point. There's no point. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, at least if they could tell me what the goal is, then I could kind of, like, get my head on the level or something like that. I don't know, dude. It's weird. What did you just log into? Me making the case for people jacking off. For those in Australia, good morning. You have my permission to nut. Anyway, let's move on from that one. I think this wine is starting to work. Bow fetish. Shalom, Hefe. I love your stuff. Would you ever consider a UK meetup or a meetup in general? I've done meetups in the past, usually just here in the Pacific Northwest. There's a couple of times where I was in different cities in America, and we did some meetups here and there. I've always wanted to go to the UK. I have my passport and everything, and we were making plans to do exactly that. And then COVID happened. So I've got quite a few friends in the UK actually, and if I can just get over there, I could probably just crash at their houses. You know, I'd love to do it. It'd be fun. Jolly old England. Lori Mikola. When are we getting to the people that pour stuff YouTube doesn't allow writing into their nostrils? Oh. Let me see. Yeah. Well, we're almost to that one. Yeah. Digital demonic Davros. Does he come when he scratches his butt? Probably. Yes. Addy Monster says this feminine penis kills fascists. Hashtag trans rights. God damn, I love you, Addy. And Cashel Gladio, I've never understood this wasting seed argument. Doesn't sperm have a specific biological shelf life before your body disposes of it naturally? Yes. Yes. Also, shout out to all of my evolved Arcturian Arcturian hybrids in the chat, saying that you should eat pineapple. It'll make your partner very happy. Yep, that's true. So, in the same vein as this, we've got this guy, Nakula Das.
Semen retention soldiers.
Ooh.
Temptation is everywhere. You've got Instagram, you've got Twitter, you've got Pornhub, you've got this, you've got that.
Sure.
It's summertime where I'm at. There's more skin out. Temptation's everywhere. Welcome to planet Earth.
I love how he calls his fans the semen retention warriors. It's fantastic. I love it.
It's not about getting away from temptation. It's about getting control over yourself so that you can direct yourself throughout your day and put your energy and focus where you want to. It's about drawing strong boundaries.
Look, dude, I blast my nuts as much as I possibly can, and I get through the day just fine. In fact, usually I'm a little bit less harsh and pissed off at people if I went out in the morning. Also, for those who don't know, I'm sure this is common knowledge, but just in case you don't know, if you're in a highly sexually charged relationship where you have a lot of sex, rubbing one out in the morning, it like makes you last fucking way ass longer. It's like you're just getting ready for like the grand event. You're like doing a little bit of fucking prep work before, the big meal. I imagine some people follow this like semen retention kind of stuff, and the first time somebody touches their dick, they just all over the place. It's weird.
So temptation is a good thing because temptation actually is your weight. It's like going to the gym. You want to get stronger, you need to have resistance training. So what you do when you're at the gym, you're not like, oh, remove the pain, remove the weights. No, you're like, give me more pain, give me more weight. Because you have an intention and attention to grow. So similarly, you have to have that kind of mentality all the time. And when you work with your sexual energy consciously, you're developing that mentality every single waking hour. Because every single waking hour, your sexual energy wants to spring up and express yourself. And when you see the temptation, you use that energy. Instead of depleting it outwards, you circulate that energy through the sexual alchemy practices, through
you circulate your cum into your brain.
What I teach my soldiers inside the Semen Retention Army, they use those temptations like weights to get stronger.
We utilize our cum brain to believe really dumb shit. What kind of seeds are those on his necklace? That's not puka shell. That's something. What is that?
Don't be afraid of the world.
Oh, shit. Vermin sandwich? Holy shit, did you just drop a hundo? My friend, thank you so much. That is very sweet of you. Very generous. I really appreciate that. I mean, that's amazing. You know what? You're my semen retention warrior of the Roundup. I'm okay. No, it's fine. We're good. It's okay.
Lean into the world and conquer your body and mind. And you'll become something you've never even dreamed of in this world. I promise you're going to flourish in every single way. If you want to become a soldier inside the Semen Retention Army and work with me, connect with me, let me know. I'll get you 2 free weeks inside of the Army so that you can work with me, see the training for yourself.
Listen, okay, hang on. I know what you're thinking. I am not strong enough to join this Alpa Shadmail's fucking semen retention army. But you know what? I'm not even gonna go with that joke. Fuck it. No. This is so weird. This is like it's like this dude wants to make a Project Mayhem style like Fight Club sort of thing, but instead of it being around just expressing yourself through hypermasculinity and violence, it's, hey bro, did you jack off today? No, I'm a soldier. Same, bro. High five. Like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Oh my god, this shit is so weird. And it's all designed just to like, oh, it's just to sell this kind of shit in like a really, really weird way. Oh, it's so strange. Stop saying army and soldier, I'm getting pissed. Dude, I know. I get it. I feel the same way. Now, if you want the real punchline to this, the real punchline is this dude is actually running for politics in Canada. Yes, he is. And this is his Instagram post. I want to read this to you, okay? Testicle breathing. Breathe deeply into your balls. Imagine your testicles expanding like lungs. When you exhale, imagine your testicles deflating like your lungs would. Most men never breathe into their bowels consciously. This simple practice can be used to stimulate your #sex energy and begin to rotate it around the microcosmic orbit. This man needs to win. He needs to win. Now, I'm not just trying to sabotage Canada. I hope you understand that very clever wordplay I just engaged in there. But also, I want the hilarity of that man having to be on a committee, broadcast to actual news channels all across the North America, where he interrupts what we're talking about, say like civics and, you know, infrastructure bills and different types of fucking political things. He's like, after channeling this through my testicle energy, whereupon I contemplated this very deep political issue inside my bowels, I have to disagree. Bowels. Good luck, Canada. Good luck. Oh, man. Screw Bucket says, as far as semen retention goes, there's also the myth that you will get better orgasms. That's wrong. Masturbation works the muscles that control orgasm. It's use it or lose it. That's true. That's true. Andrew Hughes, thanks to the continued shenanigans busting, planting garlic, and drinking homemade blueberry wine. Ooh, yummy. While watching the Roundup, thanks for being you. Appreciate you. That was very sweet of you. Me and Memory have just gotten into winemaking as well. Our first batch of Pinot Grigio should be done here in just a few days. And we are trying to make some hard seltzer for fun. Should be interesting. So that's cool. Vermin Sandwich, thank you again. That's incredibly generous. I really appreciate it, buddy. Digital Demonic Davros, repetitive work is how you get muscle memory, duh. Which is why I can jack off with my eyes closed. Addy Monster, Jeff, I need to get ordained. How do I do it? I keep finding websites that look shady. I want one where I can get a cool certificate and shit so I can tell my conservative family members I'm closer to God as a trans woman than they are. I know exactly where you should go. Let me pull this up, actually. I'll pull this up for everybody. Doom, 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 doom. Yep. Okay. Here, I'm pulling this up. So I have been a member of this organization for years. I've been a member of the universe. Wait, what the fuck? Why the fuck is that doing weird shit? No, here, come on. What the fuck? Fuck you. Go up and put it there. Boom. Okay. I have been a member of the Universal Life Church for years and years and years and years and years and years. I am fully ordained. I performed 5 weddings so far, and it is actually through them that I got my doctorate in divinity, which is why I can legally call myself Dr. Daddy, the Right Reverend Jeff Holiday, PhD. So yeah, I highly recommend Universal Life Church. They're actually really cool people. It's ulc.org. And yeah, they're wonderful. They're really cool. They're super badass. We'll get to the next ones next, but first, let's go to this fucking guy. This fucking guy. Now, I have a bit to say about this, but I just want to kind of play this a little bit. This is really fucking obnoxious. Listen to Frank Tufano here for a minute.
What's going on? How are you guys today? Some of you might have seen this video last week before I took it down, and I was bombarded with so many shill comments. I just wanted to play it safe. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm not showing you guys a medical procedure. I'm not saying you should do this. I'm not saying this is safe. This is simply something I've been doing myself. You know, in the past, when I didn't do this, I would usually get sick for a day or two, even longer. Now, when I do this, never get sick. Not once have I gotten sick after doing this flush. So a couple weeks ago, I saw an article saying that it's dangerous to put iodine in your oral or nasal cavity, and I thought that was weird because I was doing this long before that. And you know, when the government tells you things, it's usually the opposite of the truth. Red meat is bad for you. Vegetable seed oils are good for your heart. The sun will give you skin cancer. I mean, they're lying, deceiving people, getting them to believe that what's bad for them is actually good for them and the opposite. So it's kind of hard because people do trust and respect authority, even though authority wants a bunch of good little slaves.
But not Frankie. Not Frank Tufano. No. That's why he breaks the conventions. He breaks conventions. He does things to massively change his body. Rumored. HGH. But he does things to break conventions. He tries to make sure that he's super healthy, which is why he eats rotten, fermented fucking animal brains. You know, that's just kind of like the guy that Frankie is. But Frankie today wants to tell us that snorting iodine is a good idea. It's a good idea. Now, what's fascinating about this is there are other channels that have gotten in trouble for talking about doing things like snorting iodine as well. Iodine and then turpentine. Danny Glass, the original Sunfruit Dan channel, got totally nuked. I'm not sure if it was because of the iodine or if it was because of the turpentine, but it was one of those two. Got in huge fucking trouble for it. But we're going to skip ahead a little bit here, and we're going to watch Frankie preparing and performing the flush of iodine. We're going to talk about why this is such a fucking problem. Now, even in this section right here, he talks about, like, the first time he did it, he got a bit of a headache, but, you know, you kind of get used to it a little bit, which, if your alternative cure immediately gives you a fucking headache, that's your body telling you that something is wrong. Like, that's very, very basic logic, but fuck it, whatever. Let's get ready to perform the flush, Frankie.
Illness. So it's pretty simple. You just need a bottle of high quality water and iodine. I have this on Organ Supplements, and this is stained, which is important because be very careful with iodine, guys. If your bathroom's white, if you have any white stuff, it's going to stain the hell out of it if you get it on anything. So be very, very careful. Now I'm just going to take a bit of this iodine and put it in the bottle. Now, iodine has a transdermal absorption rate of about 10%, but if you put it in your body, it's much, much higher than that. I've made this to be much safer. Some of you guys are probably familiar with Lugol's iodine, which is a very high dose iodine. This is about 10% of the strength of Lugol, so it's much safer to do.
So
when you put this, you'll get a mild.
I want to make sure that, like, you guys see how he very, very scientifically is measuring how much he's going to put in there.
I've made this to be much safer.
Okay. Wait, one more time.
This to be much safer.
Oh, I see.
It's much, much higher than that. I've made this to be much safer.
Sure. I mean, you know, the scientific measurement of. But let's keep going.
Flavor or hint of iodine, but it's going to be nothing pungent. And those articles probably do have some truth to them if you're using a very highly concentrated iodine, which you don't want to do, which is why I use a very small amount. This is plenty to flush everything out. So,
are you sure? You didn't
I like
measure
to rinse my mouth
shit.
Out and gargle first.
You didn't measure shit, dude.
Then you take a towel, put it right here, and we're just going to gently pour this up each nose. It's not that uncomfortable. Definitely don't use sparkling water, which I did once. That was uncomfortable.
Yeah, you look real comfy doing this. This is a very good thing that you should definitely, totally... What the fuck? Why?
So, you feel it drip down into the back of your throat and really clean out that whole area. And then you
really clean out that whole area. Because, like, here's the thing. The human body has evolved for millions and millions and millions of fucking years, yet for some reason, it just forgot to have a self-cleaning system for the back of your nasal cavity. It's not only just that your nasal cavity has some of the thinnest fucking membranes and one of the easiest ways to get different types of isotopes, chemicals, molecules, all into your goddamn bloodstream. It's one of the easiest ways. One is through your butt, and the other is through your very thin membranes in your sinuses. Now, why this is fucking dangerous is we saw, where was it? I want one more fucking time of his very scientific measurement here.
made this to be much safer.
Yeah, what?
Higher than that. I've made this to be much safer. Higher than that. I've made this to be much safer.
Okay, here's the problem. Iodine can be toxic to the human body. It's toxic to the human body when it gets inside the body and it interacts with the fucking bloodstream. Do you want to know how much iodine you start hitting iodine toxicity? 1.1 milligrams a day. I don't know how much that's diluted, and I doubt this stupid fuck knows either. Yet here he is, out here in the fucking woods, just telling everybody, hey, why don't you just gargle with and then snort a bunch of fucking iodine? You'll be fine. What a fucking bad man. I almost used a very, very, very charged word that people don't like me saying anymore. So I'm just gonna put it that way. Listen to Jeff. He has years of empirical training and absorbing things up the nose. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't always this boring and you know, chill and homemaker. I used to be a bit of a party animal. Yeah, I hate that fucking guy. I hate that piece of shit. Ugh. Also, if you're gonna go through all the trouble of like building up your fucking muscle mass and injecting a bunch of goddamn HGH, can you pluck your goddamn eyebrows? Sweetie, they look like caterpillars, okay?
Hey Jeff, wish me luck in British Army basic training.
Good luck!
I've been watching for years. Thanks for the content. Hope mems, the kid and puppy are all good.
We're doing fantastic, and I hope you are having a great time, and you get through basic training without too many bruises. I don't know how it is in British basic training, but I mean, even the easiest basic training here in America is still pretty gnarly. Not as bad as Bolivian. Like, if you guys ever want to see something really crazy, look up on YouTube Bolivian Special Forces training. That's fucked. Man, Bolivia's Special Forces, they fucked those dudes up. That's really fucking crazy. What do we got next? Oh, man, we got so much good shit. We got so much good shit still to go. I'm excited. All right. Let me get back down to here. Secular Pagan Mom, thank you very much. Mickey the Fakey says, damn, Jeff, I'm loving that gift for donations. Nice moves. Big shout out to Red Royals who saved that gift for me. I appreciate you. Digital Demonic Davros, multi-level jizz retention program. Indeed. That's the new level of MLMs. It's the MLJRP. Random guy. For anyone curious, the PPC is basically alt-right Canadian political party formed by 2018 by former PC members. They are anti-vax and anti-immigration. Wait, are you telling me that some guy who believes that we can circulate and empower like the potency of our fucking balls to become hyper masculine and we can breathe with our bowels might also be kind of troubling politically? Never would have called it. That's so strange. How weird. A front-facing fish. Hey, Jeff, longtime viewer, but since I'm only 16, I've never been able to super chat. I love your content. Wish you and your family the best. Well, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Let's get one more, and then we got to keep going. Aaron says, advised by a doctor, I have, in fact, snorted betadine. Very diluted with baby shampoo. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. But don't gargle or do this with other kinds of iodine or just ever. I mean, there are plenty of uses. Like when I do, like there was this thing that was happening over the past couple of videos that I made. Betadine. Some people are like, well, do you think betadine doesn't have any good uses? I'm like, of course it does. Of course it does. Then a bunch of other people, even more people, were like, well, do you not think ivermectin is a good medicine? I'm like, I think it's a fantastic medicine. It's great for parasites. It's good. Well, then why are you calling it horse paste? Because people are literally going and buying the paste version of it that's meant for horses and eating it. When they stop doing that, I'll stop calling it horse paste. Until then, I don't care if I hurt your feelings because I'm insulting a medicine that you happen to think is interesting. Who does that? Who is a... Who is a fan of a pharmaceutical? There are fans of all kinds of shit. There are people who are fans of Tiny Toon Adventures. There are people who are fans of random esoteric comic books. There are people who are fans of weird, unknown, underground, crazy-ass filmmakers. I understand these fans. Who sits there in their free time and they're like, you know what I'm into? Pharmaceuticals. I got posters of pharmaceuticals up on my wall. I'm like a big fan of pharmaceuticals. You know, that's just my thing, you know. I write fan fiction about pharmaceuticals. That's what it fucking sounds like. That's how it fucking comes across. When people are like, actually, ivermectin is a Nobel Prize winning antiviral, blah, blah, blah. Why are you mad at my joke? Do you go to sleep every night looking at the fucking poster, the product fucking bullshit that was sent from a pharmaceutical company over your bed saying ivermectin? Shut the fuck up! Anyway, sorry, that's just a little bit of a rant. I'm getting kind of tired of people leaving messages on my fucking YouTube video like, ivermectin's amazing, actually, so fuck you. You guys don't. You guys are cool. You're fine. Anyway, if you smoke marijuana, you're gonna burn in hell.
So this video is about smoking marijuana. The whole earth has gone into this sin as if it's no big deal, not realizing that Revelation 21 verse 8 says you will burn in hell forever if you smoke anything. You think that God taught people how to smoke stuff? Nah, it was fallen angels. Read the book of Enoch. Revelation 21 verse 8. The liars, the fornicators, the murderers, the idolaters, adulterers, blasphemers, and everyone who loves and makes a lie, and sorcerers, and those who practice witchcraft will burn in hell forever. It differentiates between so-called sorcery and witchcraft. Why? Because the term sorcery doesn't actually mean sorcery. It means smoking it means taking anything that changes your mindset. It's called pharmakia. It's where the...
So sorcerers were just stoners. Well, maybe not necessarily stoners, but anybody who smokes anything, like... I wonder if he means cigarettes. I'm not sure about that one. I might be a sorcerer in that case, because I don't smoke weed. All my love to my stoner friends, though, of course. But I'm kind of curious about that. So, according to Revolutions for Tomorrow, if you smoke drugs, you're a sorcerer. Hey, do we got any sorcerers in the chat right now? What's up?
English word that sounds very similar comes from, but which I won't name. This video is fair use. It means anything that changes your mind state. Any questions? If you don't believe me, Google search it. Type in marijuana is pharmakia. Even cigarettes, you'll burn in hell forever, not just for destroying your temple. He who destroys his temple, the Most High God will destroy. Any questions?
I'm a motherfucking sorcerer! I'm a motherfucking sorcerer! Dude! Yes! I'm a sorcerer! Ah, fuck! Why isn't it working? Oh, you fucker! There we go. Why can't I get this right? This whole show, I can't seem to manage to get this thing, like, it's totally fucking embarrassing. I'm super embarrassed right now, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not even gonna make the joke. I'm a fucking sorcerer! Yeah! All right. Well, anyway.
You will even burn in hell for the pharmakia that is cigarettes. If you say that it's not or that marijuana isn't, you're a liar. Why do you smoke it? Because it makes you feel good. At least you think so. Once you stop this sin, though, you'll be shown what it really is. You'll be shown that actually there's demons behind it, tricking you into thinking that you're feeling good, when really it's them that's making you feel good. Where do you think munchies come from? It comes from a billion demons entering into you and wanting you to feed them all. Tell me I'm lying. It's common sense and science. I know stuff that you would know if you studied like I do. Basic stuff that is the secrets that from the foundation of the earth that have been hidden from the stupid human beings that don't want to understand anything. And now we're in the floodgates of information where it's all free and easy to learn. And the people still don't want to learn. In fact, the end, it tells you in Daniel, knowledge would increase. But yet, the average human of humanity is becoming dumber. Watching TikTok videos, literally diminishing their attention span to that of a 3-day-old chicken.
Blah 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 blah. We're all sorcerers, everybody. Any of my fellow lung polluters, we are all sorcerers now, and I'm very excited. I'm super excited. One of these days, I will learn how to use my equipment without completely fucking it up. But not today. Fuck, man. I'm in a good mood. Are you guys in a good mood? I'm feeling awesome. We've got... Oh, man. We've got so much good shit to watch. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. We're about to start getting into catching up with some of our favorite Wingnut Roundups, actually. Roundup Wingnuts. Here in just a minute. Posadas John says Lance from the Surf showed off this cum guy a few weeks ago. Here's a meme I made. I don't usually do this, but let me take a look at this real quick, because that might be pretty funny. I usually will only do stuff that I put into the programming. Fuck it. All right, I'll share this one, dude. I'll share it. It's fine. Here you go. I do not avoid women, but I do deny them my essence. Okay. Yeah, and that's that guy. That's that fucking dude. No, that's funny. That's funny. No. That was worth it. That was totally worth it. I appreciate it. It's very topical. Creepy Kitty says, some lady at my job today said I can cure my eczema with magnets and apple cider vinegar, plus eucalyptus extract. My soul left my body. There are so many people like that in Eugene. There are so many. So many. It's insane. I feel for you. Christian says, getting a little late over here in the UK, getting tired, so might need to take a nap. I will break my promise and give you one more. Hapisbruch, pronounced Hazebra. How in the fuck is that pronounced Hazebra? It's literally Happpisbrugh. Hapisbrugh. Hapisbrugh. And you're telling me it's Hazebra? Man, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude? All right, anyway. One more and we got to move on. Isolationist Agoras. Cheers, I'm late, but now here. Good to see you. Appreciate you. So let's get grooving. What's next? Oh, yeah. Here we go, guys.
To all the dispossessed youth of Africa, for perpetuation of communion with ancestral spirits through the fight for African freedom, and in the firm faith that the dead, the living, and the unborn will unite to build the destroyed shrines. Selah. Hello and welcome, beloveds, to another episode of Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going?
You look gorgeous this episode, Dr. Mumbi. I love your dress.
I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life truly on your own terms. We really want to thank every single person that has subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget, beloveds, to like the video at the very least so that it kicks in with those YouTube algorithms and more people get to hear the message. Now, before...
I want to make a mention. The reason why we haven't seen a whole lot of Mumbi lately is entirely because the types of video that she's been making are just very similar to the ones that we watched before. She's very much onto like the fear, paranoia porn kind of shit, like the world is going to end, blah, 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 blah. And they're still good videos. They're good Wingnut videos, but we've already watched that type of video, quite a few. So like over and over and over again, it'd be kind of repetitive to watch them. But this one at least is a little different and it's kind of interesting. And we all love Mumbi. We all love her.
Before I get into today's story, I really want to just give the disclaimer that I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not giving you any kind of financial advice. This
Don't
is
sue.
simply,
Please don't sue.
What I am feeling coming in spiritually. I'm not the only one talking about this, but I think for those who have not heard about it, especially my brothers and sisters on the African continent who seem to think everything is just normal and who are just going about their lives like nothing's about to happen, it is very important for us to recognize that money is soon going to be absolutely worthless. If you look at what's happening, they've been printing so many dollars, beloveds, paper money in the divided states to avoid the impending crash of the dollar. And
That's not actually how you avoid an economic crash. You're more likely to get an economic crash by printing more money. That's kind of, I do like how she refers to America as the divided states. It's kind of cool. Like the punk rocker inside me is like, fuck yeah, divided states. Fuck yeah, Mombi. Fuck yeah. Fuck that bullshit. The crazy ass corporatist god. Blah, 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 blah. I just unplugged myself, motherfucker.
Definitely advise that you do some research into this, because if this catches you unaware, this is they're saying it's going to be one of the greatest depressions ever. And it's almost like I told you, it's like the divided states is self-detonating. They're like self-imploding. And they've been talking about this global reset. That message was released by the World Economic Forum. And they
Okay, before we get into what Mumbi thinks the Great Reset conspiracy theory is, I have a question for you, chat. This is actually a bit of an audience participation thing that I wanted to do, specifically because I saw this video, and I really wanted to have Mumbi on the Roundup again. Let's say that we have a massive economic collapse, and that our usual monetary systems don't work anymore. What do you suggest we use as a basis for trade and economy? What should we base our economy on? I want to know. Tell it to me in the chat. I'm fascinated. I want to see what you guys can come up with on this one. How are we going to base our economic system? What are we going to build it off of?
They want to create, you see, because the new form of colonialism that came in after independence was a financial colonialism, it was wage slaves. And now they're moving us as more people have gotten independent, more people opened up their, their small businesses, etc., etc. The pandemic collapsed all of that. And now they want to create an absolutely new
Nuka-Cola bottle caps. That's too easy. That's way too easy. That's way too much of a Fallout reference. That's fantastic. Grams of pure THC. Jeff Feet Picks. Yes. Jeff Feet Picks. That's right. That's absolutely right. Also, if you go to WikiFeet Men, I'm pretty highly rated up there these days, guys. Gotta say, hot dogs, beer, trading cards. Oh man, dude, I'm surprised nobody said like magic cards or something. Jeffy Bucks. No, please do not. Please don't name an economic system after me. Fuck that. Cummies. Yes. Dude, wait. We've had so many semen retention dudes on here. Why haven't we thought of that first? Listen, it's fucking brilliant. No, it's brilliant. No. This is fucking great. Okay, everybody. So you have to have a way to generate income. Well, income. You can generate it. Like Bitcoin miners are running their machines and just trying to like crunch a bunch of fucking numbers, math, boring, lame, nerds. Instead, you can generate your revenue stream in an actual physical, tangible way. You just have to generate the income. Granted, it is going to cost a little bit to have an effective storage mechanism by which you can preserve the income. But it is an actual tangible thing. It is a measurable, meterable commodity. I'm sure there's a million uses for it. I think we might be onto something. The future is semen. Jizz coin, maybe? Yeah? Okay, I might be going a little bit too far on that one. Girls can't do anything. No. That's not true. What good is come without the eggs? And women have bajillions and bajillions of eggs in their ovaries, and most of them they'll never use, and they just are flushed out at menstruation. You have a valuable commodity too. It's just harder to get those out than it is for the dudes. So in fact, actually, egg coin or ovum coin would be even a little bit higher value just because the process by which harvesting the ovum coin requires a little bit more extensive use of resources. So actually, ladies, you would be more wealthy if we're using this as our standard basis for economic. What the fuck are we talking about? Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, anyway. I'm done with that. The future is come. That's what I'm getting at. I really don't know if that one landed at all. Oh, fuck me. Jabel says, there's a passage in Genesis that says all of the herbs on the planet should be used for meat, so edibles are good. Yeah, fuck, of course. Schlogman218, hope you and Mem's doing well. Can I get a shout out to my girlfriend, Jen, who loves watching this, and the monthly Choodlepants. Jen, Choodlepants. I'm turning into Stefan Molyneux. No, dude, no. Here's the difference. Stefan Molyneux is a weirdo, bald fucking freak who's obsessed with women's reproductive organs, and he's serious. He would probably trade fucking women's ovum on the black market in absolute sincerity. I'm just joking. Do not mail me your eggs into the P.O. box. I'll be very upset. Aiden Heleo, atheist, weed priest, esoteric, cultist, drunk, gin, and society standards. Insane. Also, existential nihilist. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Bianca Henschel, thank you for a roundup on my 29th birthday. Can we get a happy birthday to Bianca, please? Please. Screwbucket says, is your brother a plant sorcerer? Have you asked him? Memory! I need you to text James. Text James and ask him if he's a plant sorcerer. Thank you. Might as well. Meeb says, I miss the Wake Up Africa intro so much. Think Mumbi would bring it back ever. She does do it in some videos here and there, but usually they're not videos that are interesting enough to watch. And Sam Vissercell, well, since it will be all worthless, take some of my money. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Where are we at? Oh, we got about 18 minutes left. Oh, boy. You know what? We're gonna. I was gonna put it a little bit later, but we're gonna do this. Audience participation time. Hi, everybody. Dr. Mandel here. You guys ready for some motivational doc? And now, for those who don't know, if you're new to the Roundup, none of you are. You've all been here quite a few times. We are going to clear our sinuses together, and you have to do it. Because if you don't do it, then I'm gonna dock your cum coin. I don't know. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Just do it.
So the purpose of this technique is to get proper flow and drainage, to open everything up, to allow the body to naturally repair and heal.
This sounds like very good advice if you are a... I don't want to keep going with this fucking jizz coin joke. Fuck, god damn it. Now my brain's... Now I've got cum brain.
To get you feeling well again. What's beautiful about this technique, it only takes 30 seconds. We're going to stimulate the body to open up those eustachian tubes to allow the drainage to get out. Okay. So our objective is to spread the cheekbones apart by putting motion back into an area that wasn't functioning correctly. Excellent. We're also going to be jutting the chin forward by making a change around the TMJ area. By doing so, that will open up the eustachian tubes. So let's get you feeling better. Take your thumbs, put it underneath your cheekbones. I want you to come under the cheekbone, push up and push out. You'll feel it fanning apart. Take your jaw and jut it forward like this. 5 seconds. Far as you can go as you're pulling it apart like this.
This is shit, dude.
Go back and go again. 5 seconds as you continue to pull your cheekbones apart.
This feels
go
like
again,
dog
5
shit.
seconds, jutting the jaw as far as you can and holding it there like this.
Dude, this fucking sucks. This one's awful.
Go back, keep spreading it apart, 5 seconds.
Keep spreading it.
Keep going forward as far as you can, and you'll come back. You'll do that 6 times, a total of 30 seconds. You're gonna spread those cheekbones apart, jut the jaw forward as far as you can and hold it there for 5 seconds, come back.
Dr. Mandel wants you to spread it. God damn it.
Have some jizz coins.
Hey! Oh my god. That's great timing too. You say that right as like we have the Shivambu wave like crashing up, and that's fucking great. Thank you so much, Aaron. I appreciate that. Let's see. Elise Bulk, I should be at work, but this is beta. Or beta. Beta! This is beta. I agree. And thank you, Aaron, so much. Appreciate you. So we're at about 15 minutes left in the roundup. I am making sure that I've got exactly what I want here. Yes, I do. Okay, cool. We got 3 videos left. There was a couple other ones too, but I think they might be kind of like Debbie Downer ones. I've kind of been pushing them off throughout the roundup, so I don't think we're going to watch them. So we got three videos left. The only one that's going to need like a content warning is the last one, just because it's a pee-pee video. So whatever, you're forewarned. Anyway, let's go. Next one.
Is your love life a wreck and in need of a magical makeover?
Not really.
Or do you enjoy an incredible relationship?
Yeah.
And you're ready to use magic to make it even deeper and take it to the next level?
Well.
Have you ever fantasized about actually making love with a demon? Do you want to learn the secrets of the most hardcore?
Have I ever fantasized about making love with a demon? I mean, I guess it would depend on the demon, right? I mean, I'd want it to be special. Like, if I'm really going to think about this, I mean, he asked the question, so obviously we should explore this concept. We shouldn't just take it at face value, If I was to have sex with a demon, I would want it to be a demon that's kind of like on the same level as me, Like, I could not, for instance, see myself having sex with Jezebel, because it's always Jezebel. And look, no shame to anybody who's had lots of multiple partners, but I don't think she'd really respect me, because Jezebel just doesn't really care. But if I could find a demon that sees something special in me, we'd just have that one special experience. And like, yeah, I'd probably do it. Yeah, I think so.
Black magic sex rites? Hi, I'm E.A. Coetti, and I have joined forces with Rose Crowley and Maggie Moon to offer you literally everything that you'll ever need to become a living sex god.
Wow.
First, I'm honored to unveil Become a Living God's world.
So keep in mind, his sales pitch is that this is supposed to be to make you a living sex god, but like, just listen to this shit, dude.
World Domination Spellbook series, with the first spellbook devoted entirely to love spells and sex magic, entitled Love Magic, World Domination Series Spellbook 1.
Wow.
This book is composed of 3 black magic love spellbooks.
I got to tell you, though, I have a lot of respect for the fact that he puts in the gold leaf imprinting on the books. These books look fucking amazing. I mean, and I'm not trying to cast shade on anybody who follows like witchcraft and magic beliefs and things like that. It's totally fine. My criticism is going to come here in a second. And you'll understand why. But I have to give a shout out to how much he does put in the effort to make his product look good. They look fucking awesome.
In one tome. Maggie Moon shares her grimoire of love spells entitled Left Hand Path Love Magic.
Sure.
Rose Crowley shares her sinister sex magic manual.
Sure.
Entitled Disciplines of Ecstasy.
Oh, wow.
And I
Sounds
share
sexy.
my spellbook entitled Black Love Magic.
Oh.
Now I'm going to be honest with you. In my Black Love Magic spellbook, I reveal all of the love secrets that I've been keeping for myself for my entire life.
Wow.
Some because they're too powerful for the average magician. Others because they could potentially be used in unethical ways.
Yes.
Like manipulating other people against their will.
Sure. Wait, like, isn't that kind of the point? Hang on, keep listening.
But I made a promise, a pact with Asmodee, as I wrote this spellbook, that I would tell everything, and I kept my promise. Now I'm trusting you to use the power in this spellbook wisely. Chapter 1 features multiple controlling love spells and teaches you how to use magic to inflame others with lust and love for you.
Manipulate.
Make him want you, get her back,
Manipulate.
even spells to make
Manipulate.
people love you.
Manipulate.
Chapter 2 teaches you how to turn yourself into an astral attractiveness beacon, gravitationally drawing the right lover or lovers to you.
Manipulate.
Chapter 3 is Glamour Magic 101. This chapter teaches you how to use glamour magic to alter your appearance, from changing the color of your eyes to total physical shape-shifting. That's right, shape-shifting.
Shape-shift.
Chapter 4
Sweet.
goes deep on how to conjure true love instead of simply manifesting broken hearts and unfulfilled hopes like most people find with most love spells. Chapter 5 is a complete course on incubus and succubus ritual evocation.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that's just like summoning a demon so you can fuck him. Look, okay. Again, I'm not trying to like cast doubt on anybody's beliefs or anything like that. If you're into magic, cool, right on, whatever. Your beliefs are your beliefs, and I respect your beliefs. My green screen is all fucked up, motherfucker. But this kind of thing really, it does bother me quite a lot. It bothers me a lot. The idea behind this, behind love spells, is not necessarily to improve something in your own life so that you can find love easier. It's to force it, to make it happen. I really want that person, so I'm going to cast a spell and remove their bodily autonomy. It's a bit rapey. A little fucking rapey. Super fucking sketch, bro. Why not instead, like, if you're going to make a spell book for, like, love spells, make a spell book that, like, increases your confidence. It makes you feel more comfortable to communicate with somebody. Helps you to speak genuinely and make a true soulful connection. Why not that? Why, like, I'm gonna dip a feather in goat's blood and, like, all of a sudden you don't have any willpower anymore and now you want to blow me. Like, that's fucked up. Who did? Oh, James replied. Yes, okay, cool. James replied.
So I texted him, Jeff wants to know if you're a plant sorcerer. And he said, no, but I'd like to be like this guy.
And that's a... and looks like a fucking crazy-ass druid in the woods. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I love my brother. He's fantastic. We're not gonna call him and ask him about it yet because we didn't quite get a video that's good enough to bother James. But we have learned. What have we learned from James over the couple of times that we called him?
He is not a plant. He smoke a plant though.
He's not a plant. He smokes a plant though. And there was another one that we called him for. Do you remember? I can't remember. We called him for something else. Damn it, chat. Do you guys remember what we called James for?
I don't know, but I just finished curling my hair and now I need somewhere to go to show it off.
Oh, you need to go show off your curly hair? Make a TikTok. Everybody follow Memory on TikTok. Okay, anyway, moving on. We got 2 videos left. Oh, wow. Aaron Nanasi says, have some jizz coin. Thank you very much. That's incredibly generous. Thank you. I think it already read it anyway, but I'll say it again. Case says, Jeff, you match your dark magic vampire twin again. Kind of, yes. Sort of. Yes. Yes. One-eyed heathen, please give me the birthday gift of encouraging people to get vaccinated and masking up. Vaccination made my case far easier while I look after my anti-vax family members. I mean, obviously, like, I'm all about that. Get fucking vaccinated. I got the Moderna one, which is supposed to have, like, some of the gnarlier, like, side effects. And, yeah, I felt a little gross for a day. But after that, I don't have to fucking worry about it. It was worth it. And you know what I did in my downtime when I felt a little crappy? I ate ice cream and I watched TV. Oh no. Oh no. It's great. Wear your mask. Get a fucking vaccine. Jabel says, Cummy's currency, Jizzabill. That's what it's going to be. That's what we're going to call it. That's what we're going to call it. That's what our economy is going to be based on. The Jizzabill. That's fucking fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. Travis Voss says, yo, Jeff, ran into a lady at work last week looking for colloidal silver to drink. And man, she was a creeper. Eerie laughter and all. I said nothing. Probably for the best. Benton G.J. went to a party last night and found myself uncomfortably listening to a conspiracy theorist talk about how the vaccine makes women infertile. I have heard that. Studies don't show it. No, it does show it possibly might cause some problems with fertility. COVID. And Addy Monster, love you, Addy. Bro, don't use magic on me. It's called Shibari. Man, look it up. I'll even give you free lessons. Yeah. Yeah. Shibari will work. Okay. So, somebody's asking about this at the beginning of the roundup, but I decided to hold her off until the very end because this is fantastic. This is just the best. Also, if somebody's wondering like why we're not watching the Young Pharaoh video that's in the promo, it's because that's all it was. There was nothing more interesting than what was shown in the promo. And if you didn't see the promo, I don't know why you're not watching my promos. They're fucking fantastic. They're hilarious. Anyway, so next up we have my best friend and yours.
Yeah. But yeah, so the whole thing with the whole jade juice is high thermal activity. Okay? You're just like Earth. You have eruptions, sulfur, you have volcanic stuff. You have all the things that Earth goes through, the fluctuations, the weather, the moods. Okay, I mean, you're pooping out diamonds or you're pooping out whatever, I don't know, hills and mountains or something. You produce methane, so does the volcanoes produce methane. So, and so yeah, it's really easy now to understand the body's processes when you understand geological thermal activity.
You see, the human body is a lot like the Earth. It exists. Things move. What? What? And why are you pooping diamonds? How did you start pooping diamonds? If I was still infiltrated on one of her like super secret groups, maybe I would get a chance to see a picture of her poo diamonds, her pymons, whatever. Fuck it.
Just study physics and geological thermal activity, and you're now going to understand your body.
Obviously,
you're going to understand what you're producing, and then you'll understand, Dante's Inferno. You'll understand Greek history, Greek mythology, all the Greek gods, and then all the Greek gods are like hormones, and they are people.
Wait. How does this play into Zeus being a giant who created the orcs, but got kicked out because we wouldn't let him make the orcs on Earth, Mars, and Venus? Fuck it, Jesus fucking Christ.
Who have a lot more access to their divine gifts. Hear my dog. And then, I just want you guys to really just start looking at physics and connecting physics and biochemistry, politics, religion, and science. All are connected. Everything is connected.
Okay.
And if you are in the religious world, start incorporating scientific facts. So that way you're not looking like you're very one-sided. If you are in the science world, understand and bring in some of the religious aspect. Not saying you have to be like super doing stuff like that, but start connecting all the worlds together. Okay? Start connecting all the worlds together, because right now we're living in a compartmentalized lifestyle.
Okay.
We're living in compartmentalized worlds with no.
What does this have to do with inducing diamond-like poop pellets after initial waterfalls? Like, I get the idea. I get the sentiment. I'm going to be very charitable to Jillian. she's saying if you're like hyper scientific, maybe start embracing a little bit of the spiritual. If you're super spiritual, maybe start embracing a little bit of the scientific. I mean, like, I've got my own feelings on that one way or the other, but I can't argue with that. That's fine. But what the fuck does this have to do with pooping diamonds?
Real crossover. And so people are stuck not realizing that biochemistry and physics are one of the same.
Hey, real quick. I don't want this to be a thing ever in the chat. I'm gonna put this out there right now. Nobody body shames Jillian in my chat. All right? Nobody body shames Jillian in my chat. Hands down. One person on this fucking channel gets to be mean to Jillian. Me. No body shaming Jillian. If I'm not body shaming her, you don't do it either.
There's cellular thermodynamics and there's thermodynamics. But cells go run by the laws of thermodynamics. But people who are compartmentalized in only one world don't know this. And then they don't realize that everything is connected. And so when you start bringing in physics, they're like, it goes right over their head. Okay? So if you're in the politics, are understanding science.
There's a lot going over my
religion.
There's a lot going over my head right now, darling. I'm just saying.
Because they're all connected. Okay? I mean, that's the whole thing with the MK Ultra too. And creating mind control people as they go through a lot of pressure, a lot of abuse, a lot of just high stressful situations. And then they turn into these superstars, whether they're Olympians or actors or someone that works with the J juice, okay? Because you're going through a lot of pressure. When you do the J juice, you're going through a lot of pressure, high thermal activity, a lot of stress.
Yeah, you're building up pressure and you're having violent diarrhea peeing out your butt. It's not diarrhea.
When you got to deal with all of those latent viruses that you have suppressed, that's a lot of pressure. And guess what? You're going to come out as a diamond when you think about it. Not like anyone's doing anything to you, but you are now finally facing the demons. And those demons out there will give you character.
I'm gonna tell you what. If this was a thing to occur and I were to have a bowel movement and I found a diamond in the toilet that I shat, it would be an existential moment for me. I would be shocked. I would have to question a lot of things. I'd have to start thinking about all sorts of shit in my life, like, when did I eat a diamond? Can my gut pressurize enough carbon to compress it into a diamond? Did somebody sneak a diamond into the toilet and I didn't notice before I pooped? These are real questions that I would ask myself. I don't think that's exactly what she's talking about, though. I'm not sure. We'll give her like 30 more seconds, see if we can figure it out.
Some of you lack character. Some of you lacked ethical character, but some of you lack character. You're very just boring, right? I'm not saying it's bad, but wouldn't you want to spice yourself up a little bit? Wouldn't you want to find something that you can start cultivating and being really good at? Okay? And instead of, being kind of mouse and a fly on the wall, or being like, well, not like a mouse, like instead of being a wallpaper, start making shit happen. Well, literally and figuratively.
Fucking bless you, Jillian. Jesus Christ. That was great. That was fantastic. We gotta make sure we like awesome, wholesome message tied in with some poopy. Just tied in with a little bit of poopy. That's all. But look, Jillian's right. Jillian's right. She's absolutely right. Find something that you're passionate about. Find something that you excel at. Or even if you don't excel at it, then you want to excel at it. And embrace that. Make it part of yourself. Like explore. Try and enrich yourself. Find something that makes you happy and do it. And even people are like, nah, that's weird. That's stupid. That's dumb. Nobody's ever going to buy into jizz coin. But do it anyway. Do it anyway because that's what makes you special. You're trying to find something that's going to help you reach your dreams. And break open the big fake panda conspiracy. Fuck. Anyway, we got one more video after this. But yeah, let's take a minute. I need to catch my breath. I love Jillian. I love her. I legitimately love Jillian Epperly. I do. I'm not necessarily too terribly happy that quite often, if I'm introduced to somebody in real life and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is the dude, the dude that was on the Jilly Juice guy," I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." Not exactly the happiest about that part, but I do love Jillian because she's been a constant partner in my life, and I appreciate her quite well. And she's not currently trying to kill anybody, so I think she's doing okay. We'll see. I hope. If I find different, then fuck her. Benton GJ went to a party last night, found myself uncomfortably listening to a conspiracy theorist talk about how the vaccines make women infertile. I think I read that one already. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, well, thank you again, buddy. Alphabet Soup 3000, you called him to ask if black people had radar so they could sense each other when they entered town. That's right. That's why I called my brother. That's right. I wanted to know if black people had radar. I don't remember what he said, though. Fuck, I gotta go back and look at that. That's fucking great. Flashaga, I couldn't keep my calm with this lady. I understand. Totally understand. And Kay says, I am not stoned enough to follow Jilly's talk here. I am never stoned enough. All right, last video of the roundup. Content warning, pee-pee. But here we go. This is Brother Sage not understanding how copyright actually works, but, you know, we'll just, we'll do this because it's because we do.
Take a seat, all you young Jedi Masters in training.
Yo. Hey, Farsight was talking about how they're becoming the great Jedi. I wonder if Brother Sage is neither light, nor dark, nor gray, but yellow Jedi. Does that work? I think that joke works. I think it's pretty good.
All you young lads and laddises, be seated. We are about to begin.
I sat before you told me to. Fuck you.
I'm getting an understanding of the moment. I'm getting a grip on the moment. Oh, that goes right there. I'm getting a handle on this moment. I have just declared the copyright of a slogan that came through me today, and I did the research, and I found out the copyright expired.
Oh.
Like somewhere back in 2003.
Fascinating.
Copyright expired. So I have reshaped it, put a modern spin on it,
mm-hmm.
and I'm going to show you this slogan. I now own the copyright. What I did was the same thing I've been doing for, hi, I love you. This is how you own a copyright in the United States. You do.
Narrator, this is not how you own a copyright in the United States.
A letter of declaration. Inside here is a letter of declaration. And it says something to the effect of, on this day, on September 1st, 2021, I claim ownership of the copyright of the intellectual property, aka slogan. You see, I can show you. Urine therapy does a body good.
It's fucking backwards on his goddamn phone, or backwards in the recording. I don't know what he uses to record. Probably some weird ass boomer fucking software or something like that. But hey, yeah, we're gonna cheers to the fact that he now owns a copyright to urine therapy does a body good. So let's cheers, Brother Sage.
I have one. Brother Matt Senna has one out in New York City, so you can count on him to discuss the urine nation conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, my friends.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to another Wingnut Roundup.
Hold on. Don't hold on. Pour it down.
Delicious. Mine's wine, but, you know. You see, the thing is, like, to really get into it, you gotta swish, and you gotta gargle. Oh, you gotta gargle.
God, it feels good to be me.
I bet it feels good to be you. You just missed the P.
You. It feels good to feel the love present in
I
this
don't
room.
care about
it feels
missing the P. I just have a very important thing to tell the chat.
Soul suit.
Y'all need to follow Jeff on TikTok. You send people to me, but you need to follow Jeff on TikTok, and this is very important, and I'm going to tell you why. So the YouTube algorithm likes to suppress debunking content because it sees it as the same as pseudoscience, right? So the word of debunking the bad shit does not get spread as much as the bad shit on YouTube. However, TikTok, their algorithm loves debunking content, and there is a whole plethora of it on TikTok, and I'm trying to get this handsome gentleman right here to start putting more content on TikTok because it'll reach more people. And I think that his first one that he put out recently about apricot seeds is pretty fucking good. And I'm telling you, y'all need to go follow him on TikTok. You put the link in the description, yeah?
I did.
Good. It's in the description of this stream. So if you have a TikTok, go and click that link and follow him because he is not going to promote himself.
I'm really bad about it.
He's really bad about it. So I am being the nagging wife, and I'm doing it for him because I love him. And I think his content is very great, and he needs more people to see it. So follow him, like it, share it, all that stuff. Also, thank you for continuing to come out to the Wingnut Roundup and watch silly, stupid bullshit with us and drink. And I hope you guys didn't get too drunk off my drinking game because I got buzzed as fuck. I got super drunky pants there for like a half an hour trying to curl my hair. I was like listening to the Roundup and like.
Usually, I stealth subscribe on Twitch during the Roundup, but my sub ends in 4 days. The province I'm living in is in a public health state of emergency. My life is on hold thanks to the government. Damn it.
I love you, Chaotic Kitten. That's absolutely fantastic. I appreciate you, and I love you. And I'm glad when you stop by on the Twitch streams. Honestly, I'm way more active on Twitch also these days. I'm being more active on Twitch, being more active on TikTok, and I'm able to make more videos now that the kid goes to school. Pretty fantastic. It's not bad. Finger guns.
Finger guns.
Finger guns. Pow, 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 pow. Let me see if there's anything else that I need to say. A front-facing fish. P.S. I was the one who made the Beano's comment. Never thought I'd get so far. Left my ass off. Also, it's pay time. Katie Ray Maximus. Daddy Jeff. Jilly is actually pretty when she's made up, and her hair is pretty. Just worried about her. Thanks to the stream. Had fun. Absolutely. Jillian could be a very handsome woman. And Elise Balk says, there goes my workday. Well, you know, what'd you expect? Oh, we got one more. A front-facing fish says, my little dog is watching with me. Hello, little dog.
Hi, little puppy. Hi. We love doggos.
All right, well, we're going to say goodnight for now. We love you guys very, very much. We're going to say goodnight specifically to a front-facing fish's little doggy. Good night, little doggy.
Good night, little doggy.
Yeah, I hope you have good biscuits.
Bye.
And hey, we're gonna see you guys in one more month. We're gonna have a fucking fantastic time. Wingnut Roundup. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on TikTok. We're gonna have a fantastic fucking time. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, and you won't stop, and you don't stop, and you won't stop. I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce